Spring is my favorite time because I get to decorate my dick.
And I didn't do like a full like dick, but I didn't do like
You
an
did-
entire
You
deck
did the
either.
Australian word for deck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Decorate
Like
my dick.
I've got a stream
Anyway,
deck.
That's more.
A stream dick.
Right. But exactly. Yeah. So, and then as soon as I said that, like, I just like face went red, and I'm like, anyway, here are my tomatoes.
Oh no.
Anyway, I got a nice deck.
Look at my dick.
Look at my dick. Got a nice dick. I can't do it.
You just gotta make the E long. That's it.
Look at my dick.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds like it.
Look at my dick.
It sounds like you're saying Australian. It sounds like you're saying Australian deck or dick. You can't make it. You can't tell.
This is my
sound
dick.
like Korg.
Yeah, basically, maybe it's Kiwi.
That's a cute name for me. Aw, I'm gonna take that. It's somebody else's, but it's mine now. Because it's basically like the child version of pronouncing my nickname. So
Do you want me to ruin that name for you?
Miss Kiwi.
No.
No.
Okay, I won't. All right.
Do they have an OnlyFans? Is that what you're about to say?
No.
That's fine. Support women anyway.
Why would I? No.
I don't know what you're. I don't know how you'd ruin it otherwise. Anyway, proceed. Sorry.
Casey. All right. So let's see who wants to do the recap from last session.
I
don't remember all the. Oh, he got it. He got it.
I don't think that
recap from last week is that shit's fucked, yo. We got on a boat.
Alive.
We got on a boat, and that was our first mistake. That's when it all started to go sideways. Fucking. Do we even make it halfway? No, probably not. We were probably not even halfway through our journey when our boat gets literally attacked by a kraken, and it just starts killing everyone. Literally almost killed me. Tossed my beautiful ass across the fucking deck. And
Dick?
The dick.
The dick.
I've forgotten everything that happened last week now.
You got tossed across the dick.
Is the group name gonna be the Deek Tossers?
No, I'm quitting.
Decorate your dick.
Absolutely not.
The Deek Decorators.
The group. Oh, I gotta go.
No.
I've gotta go.
Oh no.
Dick decorators. Anyway.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I got tossed across the deek. But we all eventually made it off the sinking, destroyed vessel.
Deek.
And almost died at sea. Just took a bunch of exhaustion. And eventually just got carried over to some unknown land that was definitely not our destination. And we had just basically started to pick ourselves up and heal ourselves and try to figure out where we are when we ended.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
You were never in Kansas. Just so you know,
shit.
Quablar, you are muted, in case you didn't know that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, we know
I
you are
got
there.
nothing to add to the dicks, so.
Alright.
Wait, I am not
We
muted?
weren't talking about
You
dicks.
were
We're talking
muted.
about geeks.
Shit. Okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah. In the meantime, does anyone want to come over and help me reinforce my deek?
We do.
It's starting to
can't.
sag a little bit.
I'm
Oh,
too busy
God.
trying to
Titus.
repolish and varnish my dick.
Someone help me varnish my deek.
You know, Thompson's water seal that preserves it really well. Keeps it looking nice and shiny.
Alright.
You could probably hire a couple ladies. Anyway,
So-
sorry.
That puts you all at this little landing where I believe you had constructed a small makeshift Did you guys make a small makeshift?
A rift?
No.
So what happened is I used levitate on the box and I attached a rope to it and I'm just pulling it behind me.
All right.
Yeah.
So right now all of you are at I think 5 points. Did you get your full night's rest once you got in?
We did.
So
Yeah,
you're
did.
4 points of exhaustion.
Yeah, we rested.
So you need 4 more nights of solid sleep to remove all the exhaustion you have. Currently, with 4 points of exhaustion, let me pull it up. Close that. I don't need that open. I don't need Steam open. Fuck you, Steam. So you are HP maximum is halved, disadvantage on attack and saving throws, speed is halved, and disadvantage on all ability checks.
Yikers.
So that's where you are at currently. And for the first time, you get some calm music.
Oh my god.
You know, the X Games.
The next games.
Yo, X-Game.
So the lands around you, the grass is like it's a little dry. It seems like it's probably in they're more of the, excuse me, the pre-spring. So a little bit like the end of winter. There's no snow. It's a little bit chilly, but it's not cold.
Okay.
The
So,
grass
like, in
is kind
between
of
seasons?
yeah.
Got
The
it.
grass is just coming back to life.
I can refresh your page, not to interrupt, but I have a giant white box over the majority of the map. I
Change
just wasn't
your
sure who else had it.
change your scene and then change back, and then like the landing page and then back to here. See if it fixes it.
What's the different?
That crash though thing. Anyway,
Different?
It's the crash landing.
That
That's
the
where you
name
guys
of
are
it?
at right now.
Cronin.
That name is more for me, so I can keep track of stuff.
oh no, we're good.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Who's
So,
got
yeah,
the
so-
box?
Lift has it.
Cat does. Or
Alright,
Lift
let's
does.
open it.
No, you are
Let's
not
just
touching.
open the
no,
damn box.
don't touch the fucking box.
We're not getting paid 30,000.
You don't know that.
We're not gonna get that money, so let's open
You don't know
the
that.
box.
Don't touch the box.
Let's just bury the box somewhere then.
No, that's the box is staying with
I'm
me.
tired of the MacGuffin of this box.
Well, you're not carrying the box, so it doesn't matter.
How about let me carry the box? I haven't carried
Definitely
it.
don't carry the box. You're not carrying the box.
Alright.
You can't even lift it. It's like 500 pounds or some shit.
I don't know, I got 13 strength.
I don't think you're gonna carry the box. It's levitating 20 feet in the air right now, anyways.
I think last thing that you did was you did a quick survey of the area, and someone found there was probably a road about 100
Yeah,
meters
like
to
a
the
little
east.
bit of a road. I
Yeah.
think I was trying to recall that.
Well,
Yeah.
let's go east then. Vanna just starts
Might as
walking
well.
east.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as we start making our way towards the road, that like blasted raven lands on my shoulder again. Just reminding me that I'm still here.
Okay. In that case, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch over to a scene. It should be all black,
Correct?
Yeah.
except for right there.
Yep.
That is accurate.
And so who is going to take the lead on the party token?
Vanna.
Sure, I'll take the lead.
Okay, so I'm gonna make the token yours.
Good, good. This is all part of my plan.
Good.
So you are going to be the one that controls it and moves it. So just for scale and perspective, I know. You could just say that, Casey.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Oh, fuck, it
Don't
messed up.
interrupt.
Hang on.
There you go. Now it's working.
Except this. It's not. There we go. So,
Oh,
you have...
Sam.
Why is it showing... Oh, it's because I had to fucking change something last night. Shit. That's right.
Well, shit.
Yep, hang on. Boom. Fixed. Okay. So, now, so just for perspective, each grid is approximately 24 miles.
Okay, that's far.
So, within a few quick minutes, you're able to get to the actual road. And you can see it seems to be well traveled. There are hoof prints, footprints, and wagon trails.
Any fingerprints?
Roll investigation.
Do I notice if there's like a consistent tread? Like they all go north, they all go south.
A lot of overlap. Yeah, Malik,
Okay.
as you're looking around, you can't notice. You see a few like handprints, like where someone might have fallen over, but not you can't make out any fingerprints.
And based on the mountains, I'm not sure if we're able to see them yet. But when we were able to see them, could I approximate whether that would be north, south, east, or just straight east?
The mountains that you could make out were far north.
Far to the north.
I would say probably with about a day's walk to the south, you can make out the tip of a building.
Okay.
So, but we don't know that unless we walk to the south first.
Yeah, could you clarify? You're saying like if we
You can
see
see
south,
it.
that it's probably about a day's walk.
Yeah, you can see it. It looks like
Oh.
it'd be
I
about a
see
day's
what you're
walk for
saying.
how far
Got
it is. It's there,
Oh.
so there, you can see the steeple of a building.
Okay, should we head south then? Because if that's a building, then that's our first
Yeah.
line of civilization so
It's
far.
right about here.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to take us to the southeast.
All right. After, so you get a solid days of walking. Everyone is exhausted still. So, do you rest before you get there? Are you guys like doing any resting before you get there? Because you're at half speed, so technically this would be a 2-day walk to get there.
Yeah,
I mean, we
well, yeah,
try,
we
right?
have to.
Yeah,
we
trudging.
So,
yeah, we'll take a rest.
all right, perfect. So, a full night's rest later. Nothing really happens. It seems since you're on a well-traveled road, there doesn't seem to be anything dangerous nearby, at least nothing that bothered you guys for the night. You are able
we
to.
at-
What's that?
Are we at 3 exhaustion now?
You are down to 3 exhaustion. Which, now you are disadvantage on ability checks, half speed, and disadvantage on attack and saving throws. You can always, you might need to scavenge for food because of the time spent on the raft.
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine most of the
Sounds really
food you have is
suggestion.
ruined.
After the end of our rest, before we resume our journey, I'll try to scavenge for food.
I aid.
All right, go ahead and roll me survival with advantage. Perfect.
Well,
So,
nice.
there it is.
so well, Vana and Kai kind of adventure out looking for like a food source or something they can eat. They stumble up, like Vana's kind of like losing ideas and getting kind of out there a little bit, and then Kai's like, "Wait a minute, look at that!" And then you see a little set of footprints going off like into some mud. Following those footprints, you end up behind a little rock that has a little small patch of fresh dirt. And on digging it up, you find enough food to feed everyone fully. Almost like someone had stashed it here.
Ooh.
Is it?
Their loss, our gain.
That's weird.
It's
Do
several
I recognize?
several full meals.
Sweet.
Do I recognize what kind of footprints it was that I was like tracking?
Roll me investigation on them.
Could I also, just because I was there?
You can roll yourself. Yeah, you can. Neither of you can really make out what they are. They seem to be like shoe prints or boot prints. You can't really make out like what kind of foot they are. It just looks
Do
like
they
an
look
average sized
hurried
foot.
at all? Like like it looks like they tried to hide it? Or does it just kind of look out in the open, but just behind a rock?
With that, you're not able to tell.
Okay.
Can I try to see if there's any like herbs or bushes or berries or anything that would give us a little bit more energy?
With the nat 20, yes, you do find a set of leaves that you're familiar with that can be made into tea.
All right, I make
Hell
everybody some tea to help them.
And
I
you know
guess
what?
like it would be like a temporary reduction of the exhaustion or something.
Actually,
The Iron vibe live on.
I'm gonna go ahead and rule that with the nat 20 and the tea and the food, you are able to remove a point of exhaustion just for that. Everyone that drinks
Okay.
the tea, it's just invigorating. It just feels like energy.
Ooh.
Okay,
Okay, Vanna.
so my my mint
Really
Moroccan
clutch.
green tea.
Ooh,
Perfect.
your Moroccan mint.
Yeah, Moroccan mint green tea. Perfect.
Malik, you
Mhm.
having some tea too?
It's from Trader Joe's. You know, it's pretty good.
Bougie tea.
Yeah.
Malik, you over
Do
here
it up
drinking
right.
tea?
No tea. I just can't find where the exhaustion thing is at.
Oh, you don't. I'm keeping track of it in my head for right now, because I don't want to have to
Oh, okay.
get everyone to go and update it constantly.
Oh, well, I've been doing that.
Oh, okay.
Is it on my sheet somewhere?
It is.
Where? I won't mess with it. I just don't even see where it is.
It's under. Hang on.
But he has the same. I think you have the same sheet as me, Aaron.
Oh yeah.
So, you know where like the hit dice and death saves? It's literally right under that. It's
No, he's a
super
different
small.
one.
Okay,
for
never
for
mind.
Malik, under where all under your skill, like all your skills, at the very bottom of your skills under survival, there's exhaustion, and that would put you
Oh,
at
I
2
see it
points.
there.
I see. Helpful.
Okey-dokes.
So now you have disadvantage and half movement speed, I believe. Yep. So disadvantage
So
on ability
we're,
checks and half movement speed. So you can stay another night or two here on the road and see if you can scavenge again for 2 more days, or you can head into town with what money you may or may not have.
I think we need to try to recover our strength before we go any further.
Yeah.
I say we go into town. We're feeling pretty good by now.
We don't know what we might encounter, and some of us still have exhaustion.
I'd like to not have disadvantage. Personally.
Okay, so you guys gonna stay
Though I
here,
also
kind
would like some.
of camped out on the side of the road a bit?
I guess, yeah. Like one more night on the road and then get
Alright.
us down to one exhaustion.
In order to stay another night in the area, I suggest that we move our camp off of the side of the road further out of sight.
Okay.
Alright, so what's everyone doing
Sounds
to
good
set
to
up
me.
camp for the next 2 nights
I
then?
don't know. I think we should be in the road in case the travelers come. They could help us out or something.
But then they also could try and take our box, and I don't want them to take
I
my
mean,
box.
who cares if we take our box?
I care
Sorry,
about
it's
the
whatever.
fucking box.
We don't know where
Ready
we
to set
are
that
yet.
box on fire.
We don't know where
That's
we
what I
are
mean.
yet.
We could get some friendly commoners to come by.
But we
can
also
give us
don't know
directions.
if they're not friendly at the same time.
True.
I would rather not take the chance.
If we act suspicious, we're gonna get suspicified.
I don't think that's suspicious.
We don't know where we are yet. We might be in a hostile land,
Territory, yeah.
so we have no guarantee that anybody we encounter would be inclined to help us.
That's true, but if they find who are these ruffians sneaking around on our land, that could be a provocation of violence. But yeah, we can hide away. It's fine.
Revocation of violence.
All right, so I guess we'll break the camp down,
All right.
cover it up, and then move it off the beaten path and conceal the camp from the roadway.
All right.
And once the camp is set up again, I'm going to immediately try to forage for some more food.
All right. Go ahead and roll me survival.
I mean, I would like to say that I'm tailing along
Okay.
too.
So you're
You
helping
still
again.
have these mushrooms if you want, Vana.
I take the mushrooms from
No.
I take the mushrooms from Malak, throw them on the ground, and just crush them under my boot.
Wait,
No,
you're
just-
destroying
just-
my items?
Smash them, just crush them into the
I mean,
ground.
did you give him? You were giving them to him.
I asked him if he wanted any.
Yep, I accepted them. I took
Okay,
them.
All right.
Took as many as I could get from you, and just immediately
Mm.
just destroy them.
So,
And then I go and forage for some food.
how many did you give him, Alec?
I guess he took them all. I guess
I mean, he took as many as you would give him.
I would only give him one. I mean, I would
Okay.
have given him all of them.
All right. So you got 2 left.
I
so.
just
Your-
figured
your
if he's
poop
snatching
mushroom?
things out of my hand, I guess
No.
he may have taken. What else do I got in my inventory? Stole here. We got. I guess did you take
Well-
my club and break it, or
Vana's a she, and she took.
did
she
you
took
dump out my
one of your
water
mushrooms.
skin? Set my rope on fire. What other items do we lose here? Break the quarterstaff in half.
Is my survival check successful to find some food for the camp?
Roll another one because you have advantage since Kai is helping. So yeah, you are able to find some food to nourish the group. Not like no one's going to be full this time, but they are going to have at least a somewhat balanced meal. You find a few vegetables, some fruits.
Oh, good, yeah.
Ooh, fruit.
So we're not gonna. So in other words, we're not gonna eat mushrooms that will dehydrate us and cause us to die.
Our booty holes to explode.
Good. Okay. All right. I guess. What time is it by now? Now that we've like moved the camp and everything.
It is 8:22 p.m.
I decide to practice with my sword and my dagger for about an hour.
All right.
Just run through some basic shadow fighting.
What does that? What does it look like? You just standing there fighting your shadow, or?
No, just like practicing my fencing and fighting.
Okay.
Just running through like techniques that I know.
All right, Liv, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna like lounge and rest up against the box. Make sure Malik doesn't try and sneak a peek.
All right, Malik, what are you doing? You're muted, by the way. All right, Kai. Oh no, Malik's back.
Me or Chris?
I said Malik. What are you doing?
Probably sleeping if we're sleeping.
Well, it's getting towards the evening. It's about 8 a little after 8 p.m.
Oh, shoot! I don't know. I don't think there's much to do, is there?
No, I mean, if you wanted to, you could do pretty much anything. You can run around and scavenge more for plants and herbs.
Nah, this could be poisonous plants out here.
Okay.
Could run into trouble.
All right. Then in that case, Kai, what are you up to?
Yeah, I suppose I'm just kind of like laying against the tree and just making like small, like real small, like almost spark-like fireballs. I'm just kind of almost juggling those while rehearsing something in my native language. Sounds rather poetic, but nothing too particular or special.
Okay. All right. Night goes by without any major incidents at all. It's fairly quiet still. No one seems to bother you. Not even a person on the road. The road seems to be a little bit destitute for the past 2 days. In that case, that brings us to 1 point of exhaustion now. And you said you wanted to go ahead and I think the group wanted to stay 2 days.
Yeah. As long as
Is it
For-
still a whole nother day off, right?
Yeah.
Or is it like a half day? Okay, whole day.
Yeah. It's a whole day travel, or two days travel, or technically a half day travel if you. Actually, it's a half day travel now.
Is there anything
I
you
would
miss out on
be-
by hanging around doing nothing? It seems like it's not really a loss, is there? Except
Yeah, I feel
What are we-
comfortable
what's the
moving
opportunity
forward,
cost?
but
You
I
need
feel
to know.
comfortable getting there and seeing if it's like a village with like a tavern or something. But
Okay. So everyone is down to 1 point of exhaustion. You guys want to head into town now?
Yeah.
I think we're a little bit better. So
Okay.
yeah, I think it would be okay to risk that.
All right. Lift, you still have the box you said?
I do, and I'll.
Oh, it's still right here.
obviously use my levitate on it again.
Oh,
Yeah, this is where the
Okay,
town
I thought-
is.
I thought you were saying we had to go that direction.
It
Okay.
was 1 day's healthy travel southeast, but 2 days travel southeast whenever you are half speed. So it's just
whatever
right
we
here,
Diet.
or it's just right here.
Okay.
It was exact.
So is it? So is it? So it's. So 1 square of travel
Is
on
1
this
day.
region is 1 day healthy travel. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are at this point rolling into town. I'm gonna change the name of it so you guys don't know the name of it right off the bat.
They see us rolled and. Oh,
He's
I
probably
must
just
have just
switching.
got home.
they hating.
Oh, someone got someone. Nope, roll here still.
Patrolling. Trying
Well,
to catch
yeah,
us
Chris
riding
left and
dirty.
then came back.
Oh, okay. That's quick. All right.
Oh, Chris, if you're saying something, you're not. I can't hear you, Chris.
Hello?
Oh,
There you
there it
go.
is.
Hello.
It was just bugged for a moment.
Look at that haircut.
Ooh, you cut your hair. It looks good.
Mop that shit off.
Hang on, I gotta go and refresh the cameras real quick. Boom. And then there we go. Perfect. All right. And grab this and drop it here. And activate.
Oh, it's so cute.
So
That's so
approaching
cute.
approaching the town, it's you immediately on the south side of the town. You see farming fields. The buildings themselves look a little strange to most of you. I feel like you wouldn't have seen many like them before. They're very like the structure on them is very it's very wood based, and it's very bright, but not like bright colors. More like it looks like white on a lot of things.
Okay. So the architecture is kind of.
Yeah, it's
Got
kind
it.
of it kind of has like a like every house seems to have like a centerpiece beam across the top that extends past the house, along with smaller tile sets that run down the sides.
Like
Okay.
cute Central American houses meet Japan.
Kinda, yeah.
So I guess we'll just walk through the main road into town.
Sure.
Definitely don't look like a
As
interesting.
as you guys are
That's
in
gonna-
in town, like you can start to see there's people like traveling about. There's neighbors greeting each other and talking. There's people working the fields. It seems to be a fairly lively town. There's quite a bit of people out and about.
What do
And
the
we're-
people in general just kind of look like? Do they
Predominantly
look...
dark elves.
Oh,
Oh,
And
Is there anything I can devise from
You're out
like the
in
history
daylight?
of this place?
What do you mean?
Has there been like floods or some kind of nature disasters that shaped the town?
Roll me a nature check. So with that, you're able to easily devise that it looks like snow has all melted. The crops are not in full bloom yet, so it's very early in late in their winter or early in their springs. The crops are just growing. The grass here is a bit greener. It looks like it's got more water flow or like a little bit of a warm weather flowing through right now. No floods, no nothing like that. It looks like it's a fairly well-placed town where it doesn't have those kind of issues, and it's far enough off the coast that they don't have to worry about tide coming in.
Do we get any weird that I notice? Any weird, funky glances our way as we kind of make our way downtown?
What is your passive? No.
Do
People,
I notice
like-
any?
As you look around, people like they look up at you, but mostly they just wave politely and then just keep working or doing their thing.
It's full daylight outside, right?
It is currently. Hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it is about a little after noon.
Okay. In that case, do any of the dark elves seem to be affected by the daylight, or do they seem unaffected?
They seem unaffected.
So I guess we just continue to make our way through the
Right,
main
right.
street of the town.
I'm keeping
Tavern
my
or
eyes out for
something.
anything that looks like a general store or a tavern or anything like that. If they have one, it looks like a fairly small town to begin with. So
As you get towards the center of town, you do in that case notice a building that looks to be a little more structured than the rest. So to the south, you can very obviously see what looks like a church, and just to the north of you, to the right, the little like cross one that looks very much like looks like no, not that one, the cross one right here. It looks very much like it's got a double door entrance. It's got windows. It looks more like a store or a place that he's like goods are traded or sold, or a tavern is held. Like it looks like an actual business.
okay, and unlike a house like the rest of them do.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll stroll on in.
Let's go on in.
I guess we'll
Alright.
just head right on in.
All right, give me 1 second. I forgot to
It's gonna
populate
have
this.
my floating box behind me and just pull it in. I'll probably I'll take off the levitation once I find like a table. And then just set it down
Or-
beside my chair.
Before approaching the entrance, I look at something reflective, like check my hair, make sure I'm not like gross or like obviously like
I feel like he'd be a little bit
out of place.
Yeah, when you do it, you do notice that your hair is drastically dried and tangled because of the salt water and all the air from the time in the ocean. Your
Yeah, I try
face
to
is
slightly
burnt.
straighten out.
I should have done that with her free time the other day. I bet.
Yeah, I try to straighten out my appearance, try to straighten my hair, straighten my clothes, straighten my outfits.
Why do I keep getting the lax permission thing popping up?
Yeah, same.
Because I was doing something.
Yeah, what is that?
Okay.
So I'm guessing like right now it happens now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I'm
Yeah,
putting
what is
tokens on the
that?
ground,
Oh, okay.
and you don't have access to my computer.
I'm somewhat disheveled, but I'm gonna go into the gen store.
All right, let me drop your tokens in here. And Obadiah.
Everybody say hi to Taylor. Swat.
Hi, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
I
I gotta
Says
change
hi.
one quick thing. Hang on, because I forgot when this happens. It imports things as doors that are windows. But as you walk into the bar itself, while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and just give you the information. It's not packed, but there's a free table. There's a good amount of dark elves in here.
wait, hang on. Everybody say hi.
Wait. Time out.
I-
Time out. Eric, the stream,
Everybody say hi
the
to George.
foundry in stream looks
Off-center.
a little
Yeah, I know.
weird.
Virgie.
It looks like well behind where we are.
Hey, buddy.
The webcams
Oh.
are up to date, but
Yeah, I see what you're talking
so
about.
it has the
Hi.
token on the far left.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Hang on,
Visiting me?
I'll fix it.
Just hanging out.
Oh, what a cutie.
He's a very handsome
There you go.
boy.
It's fixed.
He gets that from me.
Yes.
Wow, what a
Uh,
flatterer. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Okay.
It'll get you cookies.
Cookies? Sure. We'll call
I don't
it
have cookies. I do have Ghirardelli chocolates, though.
I'll take that.
Come over.
So, yeah, we go into the general store, and you said there's a lot of dark elves.
As you walk in, it's not a general store at all. It's actually it looks like an inn.
Okay. An inn.
That's
Perfect.
even better.
I'm gonna like walk over to the first open table and place the box down, and I'll ask Vanna to get me something to drink, some water, preferably, and
Water,
maybe
please.
Do we still have our money, or did we lose it?
Whatever you have on you, you have.
Okay.
Some money.
So, this is now.
I got
Yeah,
it.
I imagine most of your stuff was secured in a way because you were all fairly conscious whenever you were rescued or whenever you guys took care of each other.
Can't see anything in here.
You can't?
I also cannot. Oh,
Oh, hang on. Fucking Christ. This is what happens when I make maps last second.
I'm blinded.
I literally made all the maps today. I switch off and come back and it'll be not white anymore.
Okay.
I can see, but I'm somewhat of a badass, so it's fine.
Oh, look at her. We
Now
got a
I just can't
badass
see
over here.
anything.
I mean, I literally am a badass.
Gotta read.
Yeah.
I'm not going
That's
to
fine.
apologize for being a badass.
Again, this is. I literally made all the maps for this session that I thought of
There we
about 8 o'clock tonight. So.
Damn, son. Well, I'm immediately going to go up to the bar and ask for a pitcher of water.
Dark Elf just looks at you and just nods and reaches under the bar and then grabs a pitcher out, sets it up, and then
Actually, can I have two?
he reaches under, grabs another pitcher and sets it out, and then he takes both of them, heads into the back room, comes back out about a minute and a half later with two pitchers that he's holding very carefully, sets them down, 2 copper.
Okay. I was worried I was gonna ask like what even that would be for pricing here, but I'm glad he said it before I did. Yeah, I give him the 2 and I haul my pitchers to the table. I guess I didn't ask for glasses, but
I'll grab a spare chair to make sure there's enough chairs at the table for us.
Yeah, grab.
Here,
Or
she-
just
she
switch
offers-
us with this lady.
yeah, she offers to swap with you.
Thanks,
There you
lady.
go.
Well,
Oh,
that
Easy.
was awkward.
And on the table is actually
Oh.
a world map. It's just a map of the
Oh,
continent.
how convenient!
convenient!
So as
Not
you
like
sit
yours
down,
is
you can
too
immediately
big.
see that there's a map on the table, and it doesn't look like anywhere you've ever seen.
Can I look at it?
I mean,
wanna
yeah,
see
you are
it.
currently.
Okay, but can I actually look at the map?
Oh yeah, I will turn off the fog of war,
the fog of war.
and then I'm going to add this. So at the very top, you will now have the option to switch to what's called New Region, and you can see
I
the map
cannot
looks
see.
like.
Nothing.
Is it-
Everything's still great.
It's all black. You'll have to refresh your page.
Oh, I know why. I know why.
Aaron.
There you go.
Oh, it got a little bigger.
Oh,
The
it's,
circle got a
Oh,
little bit bigger.
Token Vision's on. Hang on. There you go.
Ah,
Mm.
thank you. This is exactly where we wanted to be. Oh, why is it all sparkly? That's spooky. This is where we wanted to be, though.
It's because it's the
Right.
desert, and deserts are
Not at
hot
all.
and heat wave.
Makes it look magical.
This is nowhere near where we wanted to be.
It is on the correct landmass that we wanted to be
No.
on.
Incorrect.
It
We wanted to go to Onith. This is a continent that is entirely separate.
This is Onith.
No, this is not.
Is it not? I thought this was
no.
where we were supposed to go.
Nope.
The
What is-
desert island that you see on this map is not the desert island we came from. But I can see.
Why does part of the map appear to be having a rave?
Because it's the
It's
desert.
hot.
Deserts are all hot and miragey.
Oh, okay.
Well, can I look at the map that's Onus then?
That is a very dedicated
You don't
Because
have a
I
map of
thought this-
Onus.
I thought this was
He's
Onus.
just genuinely confused, Eric. It would
Oh, no,
honestly
this
help
is-
explain some
This
things.
is not the continent you were going to.
Okay, thank you.
I was letting you guys. I was trying to let you
looks
guys.
exactly the same.
It doesn't.
That's why I was confused.
I'll
It
send
looks
you.
exactly the
I'll
same.
send you a screenshot of
Just
both the
look at-
maps. All right, here you go. I have
Okay,
both
Eric,
of them still.
It looks exactly like what we were looking at earlier, like before.
Hang on. Let me
Same
configure
time.
this one. Now, region map is on there as well. You can see what Onith looks like. It's the eastern continent. Versus new region.
We started off down here.
I'm going to call over the barmaid and keep
We
server
definitely.
woman.
He's a dark elf, and he pops around the
Oh.
bar. He steps
I was
up.
thinking of the last place that had.
No, he just pops around and goes,
I misjudged
Can I-
his hair.
"Can I help you?"
Gesturing to all of me, I say we're a little worse for wear. We're new here. First of all, we'd love a room. Second of all, could you explain where exactly we are? We got a little lost on the road, so to speak, to put it lightly.
He just nods, and you do look like you need a change. Maybe a wash. A little sunburn too.
All of that.
But what do you mean? Where are you? This is Sekatsu Crossroads, the best tavern and only tavern in Kurakami.
And
In
is
where?
Kurakami the... And then I like point at the map, and I like do a little circle of like the area. Is it like... And then I do a bigger circle of the whole place, and I'm like, what is?
He just stares at you confused for a second, and then just reaches.
What my friend
Okay.
my friend is trying to describe is how far is what was it called? Kurakami?
Kurakami, yes.
Was that the how far is Kurakami from Onith?
Onith. What's Onith?
Oh, good. Oh, good. Nothing. Never mind.
Yeah, so back to my question. Is Kurakami this, like, the entire continent is what I gesture to? Or is it like this, and I just gesture to, like...
He kind of like pushes you aside a little bit and leans in on the table, and he goes, "It's right here." And he points down on the map exactly where your token is, like what the token is on the map. He goes, "That is Kurakami. We're a small town of about 70 people." I'm surprised you haven't heard of us.
Wait, Tsukatsu is...
No. Sekatsu is the name of Sekatsu Crossroads. It's the name of the inn here. My inn.
Oh, okay. I thought
Kurakami
Tsukatsu
is the
was
town.
Tsukatsu
You really-
Crossroads was...
You really haven't
Yeah,
been here
we're-
before. You look like travelers.
We're hella travelers. We
Oh,
had
so
a-
far,
Fine inn it is.
time. It is a wonderful inn. You have great water.
Oh, thank you. We have a local wine. It's great.
I would like a gallon of it, please.
I will take you up on that. Not
Gallon of wine.
today.
Okay, that's a gallon of wine is going to be about a pitcher is 2 silver.
Sure, I'll pay him for that.
All right, go ahead and drop 2
And
silver.
glasses for everyone, please.
Of course, absolutely. And he
Yeah.
takes the 2 silver and hustles off.
I
Pulls
mean,
out-
just looking at us, he's like, y'all.
yeah,
need
he
it."
is. He is like as he's filling up the wine, he is looking over like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah,
I
I'm
bet
gonna
like,
start like taking the whole picture to myself then. One of the
Rude.
two.
I'm drinking some Wawa, some water. Maybe like washing my face a
Like
little bit
one
with some
dude in
and
this whole bar.
He comes back and he sets it down on the table, and with all the cups. Is there anything else I can help you with? Are we?
Yes, what do you have for food? Before he even gets a chance to finish his question.
I have some dried meats. We don't make a lot of fresh food here. I can send someone out to one of the houses, and they might be able to make us food if you'd like.
I think
Whatever you got will suit for
I think
now.
the dried meats would be fine for me.
Yeah.
I don't
Perfect.
want to trouble anyone.
Perfect. He just wanders off. He heads into the back room.
I'm just gonna like eye the people that are kind of in the inn with us. Are they kind of like looking at us like also
yeah,
who
can I
the
take
fuck
a
are they?
general
Or
check of the room around us and see
Vibe
what's
check.
going on?
vibe check.
Both of you roll perception for me.
I'm going to take a look around as well.
Blind ass.
Okay. So, Kai, you're a little bit too involved in your water pitcher that you're just like chugging from right now.
That's fair.
It's really good water.
You're looking around, but as you look around everywhere, there's water just spilling out, and you're just like only your eyes can see like a 15-degree angle left. You're just like that.
That's fair.
Vana and Obadiah, as you're looking around, the people, they seem to not be like making any eye contact, like staring at you, but they do seem to be like every now and then they seem to be like they're whispering where they were talking when you came in, and then they every now and then one of them will look over at your table and then look away.
So we're finally actually being noticed as being people who don't belong. Perfect. So much for a fully restful night at the nice inn. Mm-hmm.
Taking a quick glance around, does each table seem to be just like groups of friends?
Kind of bunched up.
Roll insight.
Yeah.
Based on the predominantly dark elf population and the climate and
That was
the general feel of the area, do I have any idea where we are?
Keep a map in front of you.
No, but like do I know what the name of the nation is, or like what region of the world we're on?
Roll nature.
Nature.
Yep.
I'd
And
also
for
like to.
Obadiah, for that, the tables themselves, it looks like they all know each other. They don't. It doesn't seem like any of them. Like most of them, like maybe one or two of them are in like formal relationships, but the rest of them seem to are familiar with each other. Nothing crazy though.
Okay.
You are on the same hemisphere.
Okay.
At least we know that.
So we didn't get like swept to an entirely different region of the globe. We're still
Universe
Kinda.
confirmed sphere,
Sort of.
by the way.
Yes. I mean, you already knew that. Okay.
what?
I'm pretty sure
It's
it's
confirmed
flat.
that we're on a sphere. We're on a globe. Where we are is round. So.
It's
I mean-
supposed to make sense.
I mean,
to
there's no
come up with
evidence of
something
that.
Fictional, like
Well,
a
he
sphere.
just said hemisphere. The god just said hemisphere, so.
He comes back out with a platter, like a plate of dried fruits and meats. And it looks like mostly like dried apple chips and
Beautiful.
a few.
So,
Oh, that's tasty.
Dried apple chips, you say?
Yeah, and he
if
sets
you
it down.
Don't mind me asking,
Yes.
just real quick before you step away. Where do you think we could go if we needed to get passage elsewhere? Different continent. Are there any docks or ports, trade ships
Oh.
anywhere nearby?
Well,
I know
nobody,
we're about a few days from shore, but
nobody leaves the continent. Why would you? There's nothing out there.
Oh. Awesome.
Yeah, but
okay, I'm gonna insight check that real quick,
All right.
just to make sure everything's on the up and up.
While you're trying to determine how sincere he's being, I'm just literally gonna try to
No fucking
roll.
mind.
I'm gonna try to roll with that and just immediately change like angle, and just say, "Oh, well, do you know where we could get a ship? If we wanted to do a
Big
little
into
sailing."
fishing.
Yeah,
Fishing.
I fucking love sushi. So like, where could we find a ship? I'm curious to do like a little fishing.
If you want sushi, there is the most amazing sushi place from what I've heard from travelers in Diffron, and it is absolutely amazing. It is fresh fish constantly, always prepared by the best chefs.
And do they catch it? Do they catch it themselves, like with a ship?
Of course they do. How else would they catch
Oh.
fish?
Okay, so is
Time to
that
head to
a coastal town with a harbor?
That's the capital.
Or-
What do you mean? Is that a coastal? That's the capital.
Oh,
Diffron.
that sounds perfect. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, different. Yeah.
What'd you say,
okay.
Malik?
Oh, I said time to head to Diffron.
We're we're a little turned around. We had a rough
We
couple
got
of
lost
days.
in the woods for way
Yeah,
too
we
long.
got lost going on a hike. So we're just
And
so
if you-
confused. Could you point us in the direction
yeah,
of
if you
Tivron?
wouldn't mind, can you point that out on the map for me real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw it a circle on the map in the area that he points to.
Wow.
It's oh fuck! That's
Oh,
so
wow.
far.
He goes, "It's
Oh,
up there."
boy.
That's
Uh,
so far.
Woo!
Fuck.
He goes,
More
unfortunately, I don't get to make my way up there as often to pay tribute as I would like to. So I just pay tribute down here at the church as much as I can. But, it's just wonderful. I hear they have the best everything there.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely pay tribute. That's probably where we'll head next. I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's about time we took a voyage up there.
Love the
and
room though.
one more just quick base question for you. Do you know where I could buy and acquire some horses?
Horses? No,
Horse.
nowhere near here. We're a pit stop town that we do our own farming and crafting.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you
Best
know if
method of transportation.
anybody's coming through and giving, like, letting us travel with them, or?
I honestly couldn't tell you. This town was settled by my family, or not my family, but all of our families, maybe 100 years ago, and we've just grown it since then.
All right, Oregon Trail it is on foot.
Well, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. I have to say, it's a beautiful little village that you've nurtured. Absolutely great.
It is all thanks to our wonderful clergy and our priests and our gods. They're so amazing. I highly recommend just going in and listening to one of the sermons and donating to or giving tithing to the church, because it just helps to keep our area, our home blessed.
While copper is still copper and silver is still silver as a material, when I gave him my copper and its insignias and anything, did that strike them as funny?
He hasn't looked at it.
Okay.
He just took the copper and silver and
I guess there's no reason for him to think otherwise.
I mean, unless it's copper's
counterfeit
Different shapes or
copper.
some shit.
size and shapes. I don't know.
And last question. If we were to ask for a room here, you would be the one providing, correct?
Absolutely. I have mini beds available.
And then once we get a rest in, when would be your next sermon? When would that happen?
Well, there's one every single night.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Well,
Now make
Don't
sure you
be
bring enough.
surprised if you
Make sure
see
you
us
tithe your best, because if you don't, they will curse you. The gods. It's happened before. It'll happen again.
If you don't clean, is that
I
what you
should
said?
donate
Tithe.
as much as I can.
Absolutely.
What if I have no money?
Lift definitely
Whatever
closed your
you
eyes
have
at
of
that.
value is accepted.
Good to know. Good to know. You know what? I think you are a great person.
We do our best. He just smiles and has a little bit of a goofy grin. He goes, "But I have to get back to my other patrons. It has been so nice talking to you all and introducing you to our small town, since you haven't been here before. I'm still crazy. You haven't been to Diffron or heard of it. That's so wild."
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Well,
small
we've
town
heard
folk.
of Diffron. We just had. It's been so long since we made our way, 'cause it's so far away. We just didn't know the. exact whereabouts anymore.
He's about to leave. He points to the box that Lift has, and he says, "That is so ornate. The gods would love whatever you have in there, or whatever that is, because it is. They would just love that."
Agreed.
Don't
We should
touch my
donate it to the
box.
gods.
He goes,
No,
I would never.
Malik.
He steps.
No.
At that point, he steps away and heads back over to the bar.
A divine blessing.
I will beat your little goblin butt.
Did we get rooms before he left?
Yeah, can we just say that we got a room from him?
Yes, it would be 5 copper each.
Hold on. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be camping outside under the stars. Be one with nature. Anyone who wants to join me
If
can.
he says that number, I will walk over to the bar.
I'm paying. I'll take the money out of my.
I'll walk on
How
up
much
to the bar.
copper per silver?
Just
5.
wait. I got this. I got this. I'll walk over to the bar. I'll lean down on it. All right. I'm going to be honest with you. If you do want us to be able to give our absolute best to your gods and the people you care about, really show our faith, I don't know if we can stretch that 5 copper a person. I'm so sorry, but it's either we stay here for the night or we got to leave town as soon as possible.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. And I will use my forceful presence to grant myself advantage. 21.
He's like, you know what? Since you're new here and you haven't heard of us, and it's so nice to talk to new people, it's on the house tonight.
Thank you so much. And I don't believe I got your name.
Oh, my name. Well, my name is Dorol.
Can you spell that for me, Eric?
Yep.
Thank you.
Now Eric's got fantasy generator on lock.
Yep.
Thank you so much. And I'll walk away.
Nice.
Rooms are free. Sit down.
All right, Mr. Wizard. I'm taking like a glass of water, a glass of wine. I'm going to my room. Taking the
I'm
box
taking-
with me.
Yeah.
Taking a glass of water and 2 glasses of wine.
Okay.
He motioned to
Vanna.
the door up to the north. Whenever you got the rooms. That's not a door, Aaron. That's a window. That's another
The window
bedroom.
to the wall.
To the
You
side.
said you're going outside, Aaron? Malik?
Yeah, I'm gonna camp outside under the stars.
Okay.
Could you remind me how baths work in
Oh, that was a
in,
great
in
point.
olden days?
Do
you just go to a creek?
Bucket.
you can go to a creek and like rinse yourself off real quick. It wouldn't be the cleanest thing, but it would get like major dirt off of you. But eventually, if you don't take a bath, people will start to smell you. I don't keep track of that too
Definitely
much,
vaping.
but he doesn't have a bath here.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna cast Prestidigitation on myself then. I guess I could have done that before. I forgot it does that. I probably, to clarify, would be in a different room when I did that, just because don't know this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the
I
room
will
to the
do
north
the
of you
same
guys
as
where
well,
the beds
Eric. I'll cast prestidigitation on myself as well.
Must be nice to have.
are. A spell that cleans you.
I am stinky.
Got
Dang,
any?
if, dang,
yeah,
if only I was a water genasi.
You got any more of that prestidigitation?
Yeah, right?
For your Goliath gal?
Yeah,
and
but
your
only
floaty
for
friend?
my sake, so I don't have to, like, smell you.
Wow.
I mean, got a point. Oh, I didn't even go upstairs. I just said it. Well, let me go through.
That's That's the.
Oh,
he
where's the
stops you.
door?
He
Where's
stops
the
you.
stairs?
You're looking for the
I
to
didn't
the
know
north.
where the stairs.
north.
Or I didn't know where it was. I
He
never
just
saw
points
it.
to the north.
I look at
Sorry.
There's
I
no
look at
stairs.
Karak.
Door.
I look
Oh.
at Karakai and I thank her for the spell. I say, but when we get to Onith, I'll owe you a spa day.
We
Real
ever get
quick,
back.
Quablar or Malik, roll me a survival check.
Wait,
Yeah, let me see if I can find the my pop-out
like-
window.
it's like 2:30 p.m. Why are we going to bed?
Oh,
Oh,
is
there's
I
it-
was
no
just going
exhaustion.
in
I'm
there.
not
So
sleeping.
clean.
I'm
you have
just
1 point of
taking my
exhaustion still. You
box
guys didn't
there.
sleep the second night.
Oh, so every roll that we've been making should have been with disadvantage.
Yeah, I just not been keeping track of it.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
You know, if the DM forgets, you're fine.
I'm sunburned. My hair is like almost destroyed. I'm like still probably very dehydrated,
Yeah.
hungry. Almost died like twice. Like I'm going to bed. You can explore the quaint little village if you want to.
You're able to find a nice little bush over there, Malik, that you can set up in.
actually, you
Bush?
know what, Eric?
A bush.
Where's
Well,
the bush?
It's just over there.
Over
Like where I am?
Yeah.
Over there. Oh.
You know what, Eric?
Hmm.
As everybody's like going to bed, drinking, and all that, I will go outside into the city. I'll just walk around for a little
Yeah,
bit.
I was gonna
Um,
go.
I'll take everything in,
It's
see the inner machinations of the city, and see how it runs.
So it's fairly dark out in the city now, but people are still out and about. Children are still running around and playing games. They're just joking around and having fun with each other. It seems like a very, very small town feel. Everyone is generally receptive to you, even if you've not seen a single dragonborn since you've been here, but they just wave politely and then
I nod or wave back occasionally.
same thing for you, Kai. They seem to just wave politely at you as you're out and about as well, and it's just a bunch of kids. A couple times, a kid will come up and try to tug your sleeve and ask you to chase them.
No.
I will
Cute.
not do so. I'm kidding.
He just
I'll entertain the children.
What about your
Fine.
little
Hey,
puppets?
Puppets, man.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Yeah,
Your
you know what?
puppets.
You know what, Eric? You know what? I don't
You
have
do a
my
puppet
full
show?
setup. I just have some puppet. So
do a
I'll
puppet
find a
show?
rock. I'll find a rock to pick up and move to somewhere in the town, and I'll sit down on it. And I will pull out 2 of my marionettes.
Cute.
And
creepy.
I'll do like a little show. Nothing too not anything too absurd or fancy. Just a little show. Tells a little bit of a story, and then
Roll me a
try and
performance check
gather. All right.
with disadvantage.
All right. Let me.
Since you
check
reminded me.
something real quick. That's fine. Let me look at the thing. Is it influential? Right. Performance. Normal. Oh wait, disadvantage. Shit,
Yep.
Sorry. Performance. Fine.
Okay, so an 18.
18, and just for the hell of it, I will use ability. It doesn't say what it does, but I can roll a d10 and add it
Okay.
to that. So total of 26 for my
So-
total performance check.
So within a few moments, a lot of kids are gathered around you watching, and it's like there's nothing they've ever seen before. They seem completely enthralled by it, just sitting and just like rocking back and forth and just watching and smiling and laughing and oohing and eyeing and like getting scared during the like any kind of scary moments that happen or tense
It's like
moments.
Bilbo telling his story on his birthday.
Yeah,
Occasionally, I do throw like a spell in here or a spell in there just to add a little bit of flair, like sparks or something along those lines.
perfect. So they are very enthralled. It's nothing I've ever seen before. And at the end of it, all of the kids leave, and then one walks up to you and says, You are really good with that, and make sure that you tithe, because last week my mom didn't tithe, and then she got sick, and then she tithed and got better again. So make sure you don't forget.
Oh,
Okay.
You know what?
we're gonna
I'll-
tithe. Don't you worry.
Well, I have actually a really important question to ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do see? So I,
Wait,
Don't really
before you
have
ask your
anything-
question, can I hold the puppet?
of course, I
He's
hand
gonna
you
tithe so
the
much.
puppet. One of the two puppets that I carry on my persons. One is a female wearing like a long black dress. They're like doll-ish almost,
Hmm.
like doll in wood. Long black dress, and has two almost disproportionate arms. And then on her face there is 4 eyes and a smile.
Fucking creepy and cool.
So I would love to stay here and keep performing for you guys, but if I can't, what is it? What do you call it? Tithe? Is there any way that you could spare something so I can stick around a little longer?
I don't have any money. We barely have anything. That's why my mom wasn't able to tithe yet last week. So
Will you guys be able to tithe this week?
ask my mom.
I think you should go ask her.
If I go home, I'm not coming back out tonight, because then she'll tell me I was out too late already, because it's dark and I should be inside by dark. And that's what she tells me every time that I go home. If I'm out too late, she tells me that I should not come up. I should not come home when it's so dark. I should come home when it's still light outside, because if I come home when it's dark, then someone might snatch me up like a goblin.
Well, that would be too bad now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know what? Here, I'll hold Annabelle. I'll set her off to the side.
Of course, it's fucking Annabelle.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sorry. There was a toss up between names, and Chucky didn't really work out. I'll hold her. Just do me a favor, real quick. Just run and ask her. Nothing bad could happen. Just go ask her, and come back and see me tomorrow. How about that? I'll do another performance tomorrow morning.
I will try, but I'm supposed to help my mom with cleaning the house tomorrow, and she told me if I'm not there to clean the house tomorrow, then she's going to get mad at me, and I'm not going to be able to go outside anymore, except for church and except
Well,
for
no.
helping her clean and
Hey.
go get goods.
No, you go help her clean first, and I'll do a show just for
It's
you. How
cleaning's
does that sound?
tomorrow,
Yes, I know.
because I
I'm
cleaned
talking about
today
tomorrow for
already.
you. I know.
Duh.
Tomorrow, once
Oh
you're
my
done
God.
cleaning, come by, see me. I'll be in the same spot. I'll be doing shows for all of you. It'll be great.
I'll try. I'll see what
Thank
mom
you.
says. And then he just
Just
runs
let me know if you can help me at all, okay?
mid sentence. He just starts like running away and
Can
just
I
like,
make a persuasion check at all against the child, or no? You can have me take this advantage.
No, because
Why
you're not.
not? Is he not
You don't have
listening
to
to
persuade
me?
him.
I know, but still.
It would be persuading his mom, who's not there, and you can't make a skill check against someone who's not there.
That's fair. That's
So it's gonna be him persuading his mom.
oh fuck. All right. I'll then make my way back to the tavern.
Okay. Kai, did you already head back?
I just went up to the innkeep and I was going to ask if he had any books or scripture or word of the Lord.
Well, priests keep all of that. They preach from it. We only have one copy for the town, is why. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of books here. Most of the books
Gotcha.
here we have are journals, which is unfortunate. Not a lot of reading
Journals.
happens. It's mostly work.
I see.
Okay.
Journals though? Like
Journals.
public journals or just
No,
like
no, individual journals. Like, I have a journal
I
at home as
see.
well.
ledgers and journal? Gotcha.
Like, I keep a
Darn.
journal of, like, what I find interesting for the day, because it gives something, in case I were to die suddenly, someone would be able to... That's what I like to see, is my analogy. I don't actually die. There's no risk of dying, but, you know. I like to call it
Okay.
my run over by a carriage theory.
But there are no horses. Okay.
Sometimes there are. Sometimes there are.
Good to know.
course.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and kind of stand just on the outside of the church and just kind of watch the town kind of gather and
You mean
their
outside the tavern?
reactions. What they, yeah, kind of.
Where's
Okay.
the church?
Not-
She meant tavern.
Did it?
Oh.
No, I meant
You
the
s-
church.
The church? This is not the church.
No. I said I'm
Okay,
going to
okay.
go
Okay.
to go watch the people gather outside
Okay.
of the church and what they're wearing, what they're bringing.
There's
I know
no
they're
one.
not probably there yet, but
No.
that's just.
There's
what
no
I'm
one gathered
looking
out there.
for.
No one seems to be gathered out there or like heading that way at all right now. Ooh,
Okay.
man,
Well,
my
I'm just
chair just
gonna-
broke.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Well, you didn't fall over, so
No, I just
that's
leaned
a
back.
bonus.
No, it looks fine.
Did we take our halfway point break?
We're about to do that right as soon as Casey or Kai finishes her thing.
Yeah, I'm just
I know
chilling,
what happened.
just getting ready to wait and
That's what it was.
just kind of, getting ready for when they get ready.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So throughout the entire night, it seems like nothing. No one, like no lights even come on in the church. No one comes to the church at all. One woman passing by just stop and say, "There's no service tonight. I'm sorry. It's tomorrow night and every night after. This is the one night we don't have it."
Oh, it's weird. I thought he said he did, but okay. Well, that means I get more sleep, and I'm gonna walk to the tavern.
Mhm.
All right. That note is what are Lift and Vana doing? He's just sleeping.
Yep, just
Um,
trying to sleep.
Get that last bit of
I just-
exhaustion out of the way.
I was resting, not technically sleeping, but now I will go sleep. Hydrating.
Malik, a
Lots
few
of hydrating.
times while you wake up, a few times while you're sleeping, you just hear a quiet like plink plink plink. And then in the morning when you wake up, we'll go over what that is. And I am just going to copy and paste this.
Copy and paste.
Vana, you have a dream.
Ooh.
Oh dear God! Just a little tiny dream, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna paste that into somewhere, another medium that handles it better, I think.
You could just post it as a journal,
Parent-
couldn't you?
Apparently, you've been out here fucking writing novels. This is fine.
Can that be posted as a journal entry?
I want to know what it says.
Yo, it's my dream. Get out of my mind.
All right, and that is where we'll take our halfway break, sort of halfway break. So back in like 5 or 10 minutes.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Okay. I'm here.
Welcome back. Meme review. Alright, I can close my exhaustion page now. I can close my Hero Forge page now. Alright, which now puts us back to the next day. So you have the dream, Vana.
Okay.
And
Sure do.
Malik, you wake up in the morning and there is 4 copper kind of hastily, like dropped next to your tent or your sleeping area.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, did they think it was me?
No, I think
Uh-huh.
they thought he was homeless.
I know. That's exactly what I feel like it was. Long rest button.
Hit that long rest button.
Goodbye, exhaustion. Fuck out of here. So nice.
Some plinks.
And it's just some blink, 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 blink. And it is now the next morning, which puts us at
All right, one moment. I gotta pick something.
which puts us shortly after 9.
Alright. While we're all waking up, does everybody look okay? Nobody missing anything? Is everybody awake and fine and dandy?
Is my box still there?
Box is still there.
Untouched? Okay.
I guess is everyone look fine in the rooms?
I guess I'm fine. I need some more fried meat and
You are all no longer exhausted.
I mean, I could inspect myself, but
It's
let me
just-
sit at my fucking
guess-
table,
I
bro.
don't imagine that I feel different.
I don't actually do that.
They sitting at our table, bro. Motherfuckers. I'll like wave the guy over, ask him for water and more dried meat.
Water. You said water and more dried meat.
Yes, please.
All right. I actually, it is the morning, and every morning I send out. I have one of the local wives. She goes ahead and cooks breakfast for us. So we
Oh.
do have a small amount of fresh eggs and some
give
bread.
me the eggs. And give me the eggs and the bread, please.
Okay,
My
wonderful,
happy
wonderful.
place.
And
Well,
lastly,
actually, she wouldn't say please, but
lastly, they do have a very small supply of some fresh meat they can cook up.
I will.
Whenever we get a cart through that has supplies, we try to buy some meats from it. Some of it we dry so we can cure for later and hold it. It's not been too long since the last cart, but we do have some meat still, so we do have some sausage.
Ooh, give me that sausage. I think everybody will agree that they all want the eggs, the bread, and the sausage. Just bring it out for us.
Okay,
please, and
all right.
thank you.
So we need 1, 2, 3, just 3 servings of it then.
4.
Do one more.
4.
Well,
Okay.
honestly, we might have the little one might be joining us, so
5.
but that's
Okay.
pending.
5 helpings. 5 helpings.
I'm
Okay.
just-
That'll be a total of 3 silver for everyone. Total.
I'll just give him the silver.
Shit, I don't have silver.
I got silver. How much gold is?
10
10.
silver to a gold.
Thank you.
He goes ahead and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go talk to the wife, and then we'll get it all set up."
I think Hanks wanted to say something.
Thanks, mommy.
I didn't hear him.
Somebody said, "Hey, Eric," or "Hey,
think
mom."
that- Was that you, Aaron?
I didn't say
I
nothing.
was asking something.
Oh.
Oh.
What were you asking?
So my dream
Oh,
that I had. Can you double check what you sent me is the complete dream?
yes, it is.
Think
Okay.
I'm frozen.
Okay, just checking.
If it would make it easier, since the copy and paste didn't come over cleanly, I can copy and paste it with a with a screenshot and then send it to you, so it has the parsing better.
Well, what you pasted into the Foundry chat is longer. It's longer than what you pasted into Discord.
Yeah,
I
I think Discord didn't
hypothetically
grab it all.
we could just you guys could just read it out loud.
Hang on, here you go.
Because I want to know what it says.
There you go. I'm just gonna screenshot it and I'll send it to you. Thanks.
Hypothetically.
That way you can see the
Anybody
full
like
formatting of it.
Okay.
That's how it's correctly formatted.
Your call, but I'm on board the reading it train.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also on board the reading it train.
All right. I'm trying to decide if Vanna would share the dream. Give me a minute to read the whole thing.
Okay. You've got time, so he's off. He's gone. He'll be back in about probably a few minutes.
I'm just
That was
drinking
so
water.
What happened?
The bow staff that I should probably put back in my closet has made so much noise the past couple of days.
Yeah. Don't worry, we haven't heard a single thing.
It's a
Because-
Donatello.
But there's somebody asleep in this house.
That's
so
okay. Just tell him to wake up.
no,
You got nunchucks,
she stopped watching, going to bed.
a katana, and a sai, and then you're all teenaged out.
Oh, don't worry, I got the katana for us.
There we go.
There you go.
There
Fucking
we go.
Leonardo over
Anyway,
here. We got
I'll give
Donatello and
you a-
Leonardo.
Casey's gonna go get her
It's
nunchucks.
it's a weeb
I think
sword.
Casey's gonna
I
get
used
her
to
though.
have a
sword.
sai. I used to have a
It is-
sai, but
It is a
I mean,
weeb sword.
Oh, she's probably getting her link sword.
Yeah.
Probably.
Don't worry, I'll get my Vuvuzela. I'll be the bard
as
of
we're
the
kind
group.
of sitting here, I'll
You the bard?
Yeah.
as we're sitting at the table in the bar, I'll kind of do silent image dance a puppet across the table as we wait for our
Alright, what's the puppet doing?
it's just doing a dance,
What dance?
whirling, and then
It's like you could be
Like a ballerina? Is it moonwalking?
no, it's
Tap
like a very
dance, like a-
like overly elegant, just like I don't know how to really explain it. And then at the end, it stands, both of its arms outstretched, and it bows with a large smile across its face.
creepy.
Vanna.
Okay.
Right around about the end of the dance, the door opens and the bartender comes back in. He has a box in his hands, and he just walks over, and immediately on entering, you can just immediately smell sausage and eggs.
Ooh. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
He brings
You
it.
know, we could have ended at that part, so I could have made an egg over break, but it's fine.
So he then sets down the box. He pulls open a rope on the side of it and opens the latch, and then he pulls out a plate that has 2 sausage links and a thing of scrambled eggs and 2 slices of bread. Sets it down. Pulls up a wooden panel. Sets it to the side. Does the same. Pulls another one out. Another one. And he sets them all on the table.
Oh.
And then he
yeah.
puts everything back in the box and goes, "Is there anything else I can get for you guys this morning?"
No.
I think so.
This is perfect.
I think we're
Wonderful,
good.
wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
He lifts
homemade
up the-
warm food.
He lifts up the box, and then he walks over and drops it next to the door to the back, and then heads back behind the bar where he starts to straighten things.
Oh, I guess I should also mention that I'm having the box, our special box, be tethered to me at all times.
There's just a floating box behind you at all times at this point.
Well, I'll let it
Okay.
sit down on the ground when I'm sitting, but other than that, like, it's going to the goddamn bathroom with me.
That's fair.
There's just a rope tied to your around your waist and then tied around the box.
Like
Yep.
a pup.
Okay.
It's like a toddler.
It's got a leash.
Once again, I'll take
Yes.
a glance around the room real quick and see if anybody's keeping an eye out on us or anything like that.
There's some light laughter. Everyone seems like you see a lot of the similar faces. Actually, roll me insight real quick.
Insight.
So far, everyone
Incredible.
you've seen, you haven't like looked at them long enough to even notice what they look like. So you assume that it's all the same people in here.
Okay.
It's just like they all look alike. I don't know,
Oh,
but they all seem. The people in here do seem more at ease with everyone that's in here right now. Except for the group that is sitting around the table where Malik has sat down next to them. They're kind of talking quieter and talking to each other, and then like every now and then they glance over at him, and then they just keep talking to each other.
dang, if only they would have given us the table with 5 chairs. Huh.
Nobody asked.
True.
That's fair.
But that was our
They'll be
table
fine.
yesterday.
That'll be.
I'm sorry. Is your name on it?
Yes.
I'll put it there. I'll put it in their foreheads too if I have to.
They're just sitting there, and then after a little bit, they after they're finished quietly talking, they dust off their clothes and from their food and wipe up their mouth a little bit, and then they take another drink, and then a couple of them head out.
I'm still curious, Vanna. You doing okay?
I don't know. I had a weird dream.
Define weird dream.
It was strange. I woke up and I was on a stage.
Stage.
I was on a stage and there were like a ton of people watching me, but I couldn't see them. I just knew they were there. And suddenly this person's next to me. But I feel like I've been on the stage for a long time, even though I just realized I was there. It was weird. And then I was being danced around. It was really fucked up, actually. There were like, there were these like hooks with ropes and like in various parts of me, and I was being forced to dance. I was being forced to dance and perform.
Like a puppet?
Yeah, almost like a puppet. Yeah, exactly.
I cancel my puppet spell with like mortification on my face.
Oh, damn. You just decided to do this puppet spell, and then Vanna just had this awful dream.
And there was this person on the stage with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
dancing too.
No, they were kind of like the showrunner or something. And they were wearing, what were they wearing? They were wearing a solid black tuxedo and a top hat.
Damn, classy.
Dapper.
Top hat.
Yeah, a tuxedo and a top hat. And they said, welcome to the 14,560th performance of
Okay.
the life of Captain Vanna Rulanis.
That's fucking creepy.
Kind of. Yeah.
And I was like absolutely certain that it had happened to me before.
That's fucked up.
And then the
Had
dream
this-
like repeated. It happened to me again.
How many times did it repeat? Did you have it?
Well, it happened twice before.
14,000 times.
It happened to me twice before I woke up. But
Have you had the dream before?
the figure that was next to me said it was the 14,000 somethingth time. No, I've never had that dream before. This must have been.
I'll keep the puppets to a minimum.
It must have been just the exhaustion that's messing with my brain or something, I assume.
Yeah.
I'll keep the puppets to a minimum. Sorry, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I'd hate to have to kill you.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'd hate to have to think that you were trying to like mutilate me. So
I'm very skilled with small puppets. You're much larger than me, so don't need to worry.
yeah.
That sounds like yeah.
Well, I'm gonna finish
That's
the rest of my
fuck.
breakfast awkwardly.
So
Just
Yeah, I'll
awkward,
quietly eat the rest
quiet.
of my food.
So the sausage is it's really unseasoned. It's just kind of like very basic
Doesn't
sausage
matter.
flavor.
Salt,
Eggs as
pepper,
well.
all need.
They don't even have that.
That's
Eggs.
fine.
Okay,
It doesn't matter.
Eggs are is the same way. They're literally just eggs that were thrown in there and they're scrambled. You do find a couple very small eggshells in there.
Whatever.
They were all scrambled
Yeah.
softly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Casey, you sound so hungry.
But the bread itself is actually pretty good quality.
Okay. I mean,
Dope.
food is food, and it's a hot homemade
Food is
meal,
food.
That's true.
and it's not soggy rations.
It's also not dying dehydrated in the ocean.
Yeah, it's probably the best meal of my life at that moment.
Yeah, as far as Van is
yeah.
concerned, this is that gourmet shit.
For real.
All right. Malik, you've been quiet. What are you doing?
I'm just kind of eating my food. The table patrons have left except for this one, so just kind of blessing my food and not doing a whole lot.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll awkwardly finish my food before I walk away. I
Yeah, I'm
do
gonna
not do
also
any
walk
more
away.
fun things at the table.
Wobbler looks at the table and sees
Malik?
if there's any unfinished food. I'm sorry, Malik walks away.
I'll
Nice.
hand Malik half plate. All of it.
Oh, you still had food, eh?
Yeah, a decent amount.
He lost his
the
appetite
rest.
after that puppet dream.
Yeah.
Okay. If you didn't eat your full meal for the day, roll me a Constitution save real quick.
Okay, hold on. I don't know.
Let's
If that's what you're gonna do,
delete.
then I'm going to eat my whole food.
No, you didn't know. You didn't know that at the time.
No,
I
Eric,
mean-
it's more along the lines of the fact that my character would not eat a full
I know.
portion of breakfast.
I know.
It
But
has
we,
nothing to
like-
do. If he lives this way his entire life,
Just-
then I
we
should not be
almost-
making Constitution saving throw on this.
Just
But
We almost
little
died.
faith. A little faith.
Entertain them VM.
Everybody should be like really
So
hungry.
you're.
after
You
what we
you
went
you
through.
you do very solidly. You're not hungry at all anymore. You've ate enough to fill. You ate your how much you needed because you know how much to eat.
also, it's worth noting that none of us should probably be eating full meals at this point in time. Our stomachs will have very much be shrunken, and if we overeat,
Well,
that can
we
do
teased him
bad
yesterday.
damage.
We ate
Oh,
super
right.
super well in the forest, and then the next
Yeah.
day,
Oh,
and then we
right, I
teased him
guess,
again
yeah.
with the
And we
tide.
still
it has
ate
been.
the soggy rations, to be fair.
Oh, fair, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
When
I
I'm
see.
when I'm
We
doing
had-
that, it's gonna be more of a flavor roll for those. It's just to,
We had barely enough food to survive. That doesn't mean like we're still like pretty malnourished overall.
Right,
It's
right.
just-
Yeah.
It's just I think our stomachs have become more
every now and
acquainted
then-
that we won't.
if you
feel
failed the
longer.
roll every now and then, I might just been like your stomach growls loudly.
Okay.
Vanna just
I
lifts
thought
her
you were about
shirt
to
up.
hit
No,
with a point of
I-
exhaustion. I was
No,
like,
I'm not gonna hit. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's fucking dickish. Exhaustion is for not
Vanna-
sleeping.
Vanna lifts her shirt up. There's just an 8-pack there, just like a cut 8-pack. She's like, nope.
Okay.
She's like, nope. There's nothing wrong with my stomach. I'm good.
Actually, as I'm starting to get up, I'll kind of shake my head and I'll sit back down and I'll look over at Vanna. I have a question for you. We don't have to go any further than just a base level question. I had a dream whenever we were still in the desert. Whenever we were in the tent. Did the guy with the black hat, did he have a face?
Nope.
Good. Great. And I'll stand up and I'll walk away.
Okay.
Oh,
That's fucked
okay.
up.
That probably means something significant, but Vanna's just like
Okay.
she's already uncomfortable enough discussing a dream she had. So she's like what just goes back to her breakfast.
Especially like a scary dream like that.
Oh. She's just kind of like, oh, whatever, he'll talk to me about it when he's ready.
So
I'm here to make money, not talk about feelings.
Is there a general store in this town?
Not that you saw coming in.
Is there any place I can buy supplies?
Vanna
can
goes
ask
up to the
around.
bar to ask.
Oh, okay.
Vanna asks the barkeep if there's a store.
A store?
Where...
Well, I can introduce you to the Seikatsu Crossroads General Store.
Oh, that would be perfect. Ideal.
Is that here?
He's like, well, what would you like to buy?
Yep,
Oh my God.
that's here. This is the general store
Oh
then.
my fuck.
Well, we're gonna go to the capital, so we need some supplies
Rations.
for some
Rations.
supplies to get
Rations.
to get us up there.
I have maybe 5 rations that I can sell.
5
Oh.
days
Okay.
worth or 5 packs?
5 rations, period.
5 ration packs that I can assemble and sell to you.
Okay.
So that's one each. Got it. Do we
The-
do we have any leftover food from our gathering in the forest?
No.
Okay.
You've found enough to sustain you, and
Is there any sort fuck, with my floating box? Is
Yeah,
there
Eric,
any
I had
town
9
near
rations. I'm assuming not everyone had the same amount.
Everybody starts out.
How
I
much
had-
did I have?
Got an additional.
are you in? Thank you, Kat. I was gonna ask if you're in mod view because I'm not.
Beanies.
No, I
Yeah.
don't at all. I have a job. I have a day job.
Did somebody send something in
I-
chat?
Yeah, I got a
It's
spam
a
message in
bot.
chat.
Oh.
Got it.
What did I want to know what it said.
Want to become famous by followers, primes, and viewers on
Oh,
website.com.
Oh, that's boring.
That sounds
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, it was just basic follower spam.
I thought it was some dick popping in chat.
I-
You think
no.
you're gonna get famous
I-
doing this? And I was
I,
like,
I was literally I was about to like have to go to my Twitch chat and like, do it. And I was hoping Kat had the mod
Nice.
view open.
well,
Anyways, Vanna, I believe you were saying something.
Yes, or no? Yes, no.
Oh,
Liv was saying
I
something.
was.
Oh, I was just saying, is there any like town nearby where we can buy more rations, like villages or anything?
There is a town larger than ours. It's to the east. It is about maybe a 3 to 4 days journey.
Oh, okay.
It's a little
Anything
larger than a square.
north?
North, it'll take you about a week to get to the nearest location.
Okay. Huh.
which one of those two? Which one is larger?
You know, people ask me that. Surprisingly, people ask me that all the time, and I've never actually left. I've never left Kurakami. It's always been home. You know, I mean, we get
Oh, I
more
don't know.
traffic from the north, but they're also heading east.
Vanna. Okay, Vanna kind of cocks her head at that statement, and like leans in and asks the barkeep, "Do you know anybody who's left the village?"
Well, you know, there was Rilvud. He left. We haven't heard from him since. There
boy.
was Zared. Zared, she left. She left as like a teenager, and she's been gone. She's never come back either, though. Udusa, she left with a group of friends, and then when she came back, she paid tithes and then left again. But no one's left and come back and stayed, but people have left.
Oh, okay. All right. People have gone to the capital on like short-term trips or something, right?
Oh, no one here usually has a reason to go to the capital that I'm aware of.
Oh, but
You
but
see-
people do leave on trips for various reasons and have occasionally returned.
Yeah, I mean, I think Udus is the only one that's actually come back. But
Oh,
people
okay.
leave all the time. Like whenever, sometimes people get restless. They don't like the small town farming life. I mean, it's not for everyone. So they once they get enough, they save up a little bit and then they leave.
Right. Okay.
Despite
well,
getting
well,
sick and for not tithing as much as they should, but that's on them.
I
That's
think
on them.
You
I think we'll
so tight.
we'll definitely take the rations that you can provide us for our journey,
Sure.
Yeah.
and we'll refill our water and everything.
Sure. So 5 rations. That's 25 silver.
Okay.
How many silver?
25.
25.
That really fuck.
That's the normal price.
It's just 5 a
Really?
person.
I mean,
One
that's a
silver.
that,
a
it's
ration?
5 silver per day.
That's a-
Fuck.
that's enough calories to sustain somebody who's like,
Yes,
Yeah.
traveling.
I am aware, but like
For a
an
full day.
average meal is like 2 copper, so that's like 6 copper is transitioning to 5 silver. So I've never really known that that's how expensive rations.
But
No.
one ration would be the equivalent of like 3 meals at least.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what
That
I'm
makes
saying.
sense.
Like you can eat on about a silver or 2 silver a day, is what I'm saying.
Right. So we're probably paying some convenience markup pricing
Yeah,
for it being
yeah.
packaged for us.
Oh, and also for him.
And
He's
also
like,
for being
"Oh,
salted
I'm
and preserved.
Right. I think we could make the journey on
Oh.
just the rations we still have, and as well as the ones we're gonna get.
Do
Yeah.
we still have rations?
I have a few.
I don't.
I don't remember how many you told me to use, but I think I bought like I think I had a
You
total
would've
of
used-
either
5 on the raft, because that was 5 days of on the raft.
Is that how many
Okay.
everyone starts out with? Is
I think
5?
you all started with 10.
We
I
did.
started with 10.
And we
10,
used
then-
one ration before we got
In
on the ship.
desert, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that would put you
Yeah.
down to a total of 4,
4.
and then you found food when
Okay.
you landed.
Okay, so yeah, we can do the the East Cities journey easily.
We'll have
Yeah, let's go.
so we'll
If we
have
go
5.
east, then we can pick up and go north.
Yeah, we
so-
could probably scavenge for food.
So we'll have 5 rations
Yep.
Yes.
now that we're buying an additional pack.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I bought 5 from the town when we first left.
So
I
you
got
have additional 5
both.
then.
I have an additional 5 on top of what everyone else has. Yeah.
Yep.
So you don't even need
They're
to buy a
soggy as
ration.
shit.
Yeah. I would wager to say any rations you had before now are halved
That's fair.
from water
unfortunately.
damage.
Unfortunately, that is
Yucky.
fair. While they're
Round it
shopping
up?
and everything,
I'll say round it up.
I'll give a gold to Ivana, and I'll say, "Hey, grab a map if you can," and then I'll leave and go to the same rock I was out the day before, and I will do some more performances.
There is already a crowd of children waiting. It looks like the kid you told you would be back to told more people.
All right.
It's all children.
I'll sit. Good. I'll sit down, and once again, I'll start doing the performance, and and this time, specifically, the performance is based around a little younger boy, I'm using one of my 2 marionettes.
So before you get
he
into it,
is trying.
the first thing when you pull out the puppets, one of the little boys says, "Do one about the Defronen Defenders! Do one about the Defenders!"
Sorry, bud. Can't quite do that one, my friend.
Aww.
Alright,
Where are these kids
and-
at?
They're outside. This is off the map.
And-
Malik also screams, "Do one about the defenders."
So are these defenders, are they brave giant soldiers? Is that what they are? And I snap my fingers and a soldier appears behind me.
No, the
What are
Defronen
they?
Defenders is the people who make up the emperors. Duh.
The emperor.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, the emperor,
Don't you
like
know anything?
the Defronen Defenders, they fought off bad things and then overthrew and then put us all in a better spot and then you know
All hail the defenders.
you got the emperor of Diffron,
Yeah.
the
Sorry,
Defronen Empire.
Sorry.
Duh.
Don't you know?
See, I'm a good example on why you should stay in school. I have no idea about most of this country's politics and how we've come to be.
What's a
But
country?
you know what I do know? That's not. You'll learn about what that is soon, probably if you continue your studies. But watch, okay? And I will do another performance. And halfway through, I will put a cup out in front of.
Roll me a performance check. Normal though.
Normal. Once again, I will burn an influential presence to roll an extra d10. 28's my total.
They are enthralled, and you recognize the one that was the little boy you talked to last night. He's like, "See, I told you he was good. I told you he was good. I know he doesn't know anything about Ulysses, but Emperor Ulysses, but I told you he was good."
Why don't we see these rolls? Where are they?
They're not public.
Sorry.
I'll fix it.
Sorry.
Sucks. Doing sneaky rolls.
That's yeah. I mean, sometimes I will request sneaky rolls from people.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm doing that, don't be afraid to ask your parents or drop off any spare change or anything you have. It'll make me making tithing so much easier today.
One of them drops a rock in your cup. Another one drops a crumbled up piece of paper, and the other one drops off a tooth.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
Can I have the tooth?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I continue the performance, and then once it's over, it's over. It takes the better part of like an hour.
What's everyone else doing during that time?
I'm gonna ask the innkeep for a journal and a writing utensil, either like ink and a quill or just something along those lines.
Oh, well, here at the Seikatsu Crossroads General Store, I do happen to have those in stock. He reaches under and he pulls out a leather-bound journal, slaps it onto the table. He's like, and you obviously need something to write with. Now, so a lot of people, this is very controversial, and I understand this. A lot of people prefer to write with ink. However, I do have this fancy device that if you prick your finger with it, you can write it in blood.
Can I have both?
Of course. So he pulls out a quill with some ink on it, like some ink, like an ink pot that's been sealed with a cork, and then he pulls out what looks like a fountain pen. And then he's like, let me show you how it works. This is what I do because ink gets expensive after a while. You know, everyone knows this.
I concur.
So what I do is I just, at the end of my day, I do it once a day. I just go ahead and he points to his finger, like one of his fingertips, and he just quickly jabs it and lets it sit there for a second as the ink goes up it, or the blood goes up it, and he goes, and now he pulls out like rips a piece of paper out of the journal and then just scribbles on it.
That's beautiful. Did you do that because of my dice?
No.
It's beautiful. These I bought specifically for this character.
This is poor people trying to make ends meet.
That's beautiful. That's literally what I needed to complete my collection. Fucking blood pen. Yes!
Let's see.
Blood.
So it's 2 copper for the ink pen. That is 6 copper for the fountain pen. That's what I'm calling it, because blood spurts like a fountain if you hit the wrong spot. And now a 1 ounce bottle of ink. I don't have a lot of these. It's gonna run about 10 gold.
Holy cow.
Jesus.
Real quick, Eric. I don't know if you're looking at normal. Is it magic ink?
Nope.
Oh, dude.
Well, I'm gonna
Looking at
just
D&D
stick to
Beyond.
blood pen, but I will take the quill.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe pass on the ink.
Okay.
I'll
In
find
that
a
case,
squid in the ocean.
I will give you the everything for the marvelous cost of 5 copper.
Ooh. I'll take that. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. He just takes out the copper from you, and then he just drops it into a bag and then puts it below the table, or below the bar, and it's like, well, it was... Is there anything else I can get for any of you?
No. I
Perfect.
got what I wanted. Oh, I paid for my food, by the way. My ration.
I'll go and I'll sit.
Okay. All right. In that case, it's probably been about... It's about noon now. You can see a lot of people in the bar have decided to head out.
Okay. Oh yeah, because of when is the actually what?
And is-
When is the sermon or whatever?
They said evening.
Evening? What is
Yeah.
it? Okay. So not yet. Got it.
We got anybody with sticky fingers in this group?
Sticky fingers?
Not really. I mean, mine.
I,
Casey,
like-
shut the fuck
things
up.
I like to wash my hands, so
I knew she was gonna do
I'm
it.
gonna
Speaking of which, Eric, do I find anything in this
gonna
this
say
area
no.
here?
What were you searching?
Searching for anything of note.
Oh, wait, before you go back there, you have to roll a stealth check.
Oh, am I being stealthy?
Unless you're just walking back behind the door, then he would stop you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of.
Oh, so in that case,
Drifting about.
as soon as you walk to the door, he's like, oh, no, that's employees only.
Oh.
He walks over and closes the door for you, and then heads back over here. Can I help you with anything?
Yeah, do you have any rats?
Rats? No, we tend to discourage rats from being here. It's not good for business.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Let me know if you find any rats.
You know what? I will do so. The next time I see you, if I have seen a rat here, I will cage it for you, and I will make sure to let you know so I can sell it to you.
Good.
Moving the screen.
I'm gonna pull Karakai aside at some point in time during the day. Real quick, you're like pretty dexterous. Like you could You're a little sneaky, right?
Why do you ask?
Hypothetically, could you maybe during the mass donations that were going to be happening tonight? Come on. Few. There's going to be a lot of pockets, a lot of moving, and I think the best way to get favor in a city that's highly devoted to some fake god would be to donate a real big portion. So if we can steal all their money and make it look like our own donation, then I think that'll open a lot of doors here. Personally.
I'm not necessarily opposed to the idea, but I'm
'Cause
gonna
it's still
analyze.
going to the same place they want it to go. So
I'm gonna analyze the risks before I make any commitments.
there won't be any risk.
I'm gonna analyze the risks before I make any commitments.
There won't be.
This whole
there won't
bar
be
is
any.
empty now.
I'm gonna analyze the risks.
The bar is empty now.
I'll reach up and I'll put my hand on your shoulder, and I'll say there won't be any risk. And whenever I do so, I'm going to use what's the name of the feature? Dreaded Machinations.
All right.
And-
Before we do anything,
Okay.
anything that alters somebody else's will, this is a crossroads we come
This
to every
doesn't-
campaign.
This does not alter her will. Her will maintains the exact same. It's just I pick one thing that is either avowed or forsaken.
Yes, I know.
Meaning,
I remember what it does,
okay,
but it would alter how she plays her character.
she does it doesn't though.
It
She can play
does.
her character the exact same.
It
It's your
encourages her to
decision
do a
on-
certain thing.
It encourages the world to work around said certain thing. Is the exact wording.
What exactly are you trying to do, Bear?
I am going to
I have an
say
ability.
anything that you're going to use an ability or a feature against somebody or on somebody, then I'm going to stop immediately and say, is this okay with everybody? Because this is going to open up a door to where everything is allowed.
If it's a prank, like a funny, non-sequential thing, I have no problem with it. But if it's something like, hey, I want to go left, and you're like, nope, you're going right, and you over, mind trick, or if you spin your penis and you make them do something, I'm out.
That's not at all what
But-
I'm doing.
I understand.
Thanks.
I
There is something to that. I wasn't just saying
I know.
it that's an actual thing.
It's been a part of the past. What I am saying is I understand that's not part of it, but this does open the door where someone's going to say, well, he was able to do this, so I can do this.
All I'm saying is, just
So
read the portion that says avowed. Slight things will then help that action along. She does not have to do the action at all. It just means if she does, things are going to assist.
okay, then
Maybe
never mind.
she will have
Disregard what I said.
advantage.
Disregard what I said.
Yes, that is what I was trying to explain.
Sorry. Last time I read that, it was related to forbidden,
Yes.
and so
Forbidden-
they had a harder time doing it
Yeah.
because I was in the middle of doing
It's
other things,
the
so I couldn't read
world-
the entire thing.
yeah,
Okay, the world changes. Okay,
The world
Alright.
changes.
so you're
Things
targeting me then, is
interact
what you're
with-
saying.
Yes, that is.
You
why the bottom
motherfucker.
Says, this
An
ability
asteroid hits the
primary
tavern.
Rely primarily on the DM.
An
so
asteroid
be
hits
sure
the
to speak
tavern.
with them on the specific goals of the ability. Look
Okay,
at how big.
no, we're good. Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
I would be avowing avowing theft, grand larceny, to be exact.
Okay.
And in specific, stealing the tithings for, is that the right word? Tithings?
Yep.
Mhm.
During tonight's sermon.
Okay.
You're really preoccupied with these tits, aren't you?
I have an idea.
How did you link the ability?
I copy and pasted it into chat.
I fixed what was going on before, and it should show up now if
Oh.
it's in description.
Nope.
But I did it earlier, and it was doing it. What the fuck?
It might.
Are you set to public roll still?
I literally lost one of my abilities.
Okay, just DM me what ability you lost, and I'll fix it later.
No, it's there. It just moved to the bottom for some reason.
Okay.
I guess you can move the order.
Yeah.
I will assess the risks.
All I'm saying is, I mean, should be okay.
Not, I would, just to clarify, not just my own risks.
Fair. Do you actually believe that the gods are gonna play some cruel prank? The gods do nothing.
Yeah, you're
My
right.
gamble is that it's some form of wizard mage just taking everybody for a ride.
That's a very likely option. But I kind of have like a little like grit when I say like, but yeah, the gods do nothing.
But will you assess the risk?
I will assess the risks.
Right out of the gallon jug.
All right. So,
Oh, could I add that little tooth to my inventory?
Oh yeah, I'll give the tooth.
you have a
I'll
baby
chuck
tooth.
The rock.
Oh, nice. A
Um,
baby tooth. That's pretty bog.
Does the crumpled up piece of paper say anything?
It says, "I owe you money when I get it."
I'll keep it.
Yeah,
keep it. I'll
you
fold
hold
it up
on
and
to
put it in my
that.
pocket.
Or, Eric, can you add the tooth to my inventory?
Can you not?
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, it's because you have a different character sheet this way.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you scroll down to the very bottom, you'll see all your items in the middle. Just add it under loot. Hit add,
Oh.
and then you can just click it to edit, and then you can change it to baby tooth.
What's the baby tooth? Thank you.
This is where things get weird. If someone has like a baby tooth from session 1, then I forget about session 18.
I'm writing things down. Don't
Yeah, I
sweat.
know, and I'm just like, they're like, I use the baby tooth that I've had for this entire time. I've collected teeth. I'm like, what the fuck is this? These are caltrips now, bitch.
Forget about the baby
After
tooth.
thinking about it for a hot minute, I'll find Vanna as well. Just touching base again. This, and I'll use silent image to make a like rough. Find the old guy.
What?
You cut out a little bit.
No, I'll sit down next to Vanna. I'll use silent image to make a little miniature of a guy with black hair wearing a solid black tux, wearing a black tux and I believe a black top hat. And instead of any features on his face, it's flat skin. And he'll stand there and he'll just rotate in my hands. Is this at all? Because I'm genuinely curious. Because if he's a real person and he's fucking with both of us, then that will be a problem.
Yep, that's him.
Is there... Who's fucking with us?
Long story short, I had a dream a few weeks ago. She
Oh,
had
it's
a dream last night. Same guy, same place.
It's from that fucking box. We should burn it. I asked the barkeep if there's any ducks in town. I can buy a duck.
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 What about
He leans over and he seems unfazed by the goblin talking to him. Duck.
Well,
You know-
a Dodo Sorsa, to be exact. I need a Dodo Sorsa.
I don't know what that means. I mean, there are ducks. There might be a duck
Kai,
farmer.
Can you help out? Can you help the barkeep out about what a Dodo Sorsa is?
I mean, there might be a duck farmer, but they don't really farm ducks. They just have a lot on their lake.
That's fine if it's a free duck. I'll take it.
I don't know if it'd be free or not.
Well, I could
I've-
pay a handsome ransom.
I have heard of a large amount of ducks that gather towards the edge of the desert and the mountain range.
Then that's where we shall go.
All right.
On this
Well,
side. No one goes to this side. Don't go to the other side. It's bad.
We want to go to the good side.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Because there's a bad side that we don't want to go to.
Exactly. You know, you've been
The
here.
bad
You-
side is, of
you-
course,
yeah,
the
you
bad
live-
side is the other side, but the west side is the duck side.
Exactly. Right, close to where the
And
mountains
the
meet
coast
the
is
desert.
to the west.
Well, there's a coast to the west. There's also the coast. You want to head towards the end, like where the water comes in the island, because that, like, I don't know if how much you get with the news, but that once was a lake, but it overflew.
Ducks float on water.
Exactly, but it was once was a lake, and now
Yeah.
there's fresh water in that giant bay that we have. It's so weird. It's just, and then it mixes in the water as it goes to the ocean.
That
It's so
just
strange.
doesn't even make sense.
It's so I don't know. It's science. It's magic. It's gotta be magic.
yeah.
I will get my Dota Sorsa, and I will sing my Dota Sorsa
You know,
song.
If that's what a duck is, then I wish you luck, and I hope you acquire.
Casey still is confused. Come on, Casey. You know where I'm going with this.
I don't know where he's going with it.
Casey,
Either does the bartender.
you know what I'm talking about? A Dota Sorsa? All right, I'll link it in chat. Let's carry on, Chris and everyone. Go ahead.
Is there anything else we need to do?
Are you guys gonna
Actually,
hang out
wait,
till evening?
I'll go walk up to the barkeep real quick.
Mhm.
Just so I have spent most of my life in and around Fron, but I kind of dropped out of school.
Where's
and
Fron?
I've been trying Defron.
Oh, I heard Fron for
Sorry,
some reason.
sorry,
I thought
Did
is
I
that like
cut
is that
out?
is that the slang of like of what they're calling our people our country now? Did I miss that?
No.
Yeah.
Sadly, we're not that cool.
Oh, I thought we had a
Um,
cool dialect I could pick up on.
No, I dropped out of school.
What school?
I stopped. I went to the same school my father went to in Defron.
Oh, that must be in the capital then.
Yes.
Okay,
sir.
yeah, we don't have much for schools
Ah.
here or education or
Ah.
like learning. It's mostly how to
Yeah.
farm
Yeah, that's how it typically
or
goes in a place
or
like
your
this.
apprenticeship. You get an apprenticeship with a good craftsman. Oh God, some of our local craftsmen can make one hell of a pair of shoe soles.
I never really got to hear about what's on the other side of the desert. Do you know?
No,
Not at all.
I mean everyone's heard rumors that it's just a wild
Right.
land filled with
Right, I've
like,
heard about
monsters and
dragons
demons and dragons and crazy things over there. But no
Right.
one can actually get across the desert. It's too hot. And also people just get lost. You know, I heard once.
Has
I heard
anybody
once.
ever tried to cross on the water?
Every time they get over there, no one comes back. But I did
You know
hear
what? I
that
think that
Emperor
could be something I
Ulysses
could do.
Emperor Ulysses sent a force across the desert and never heard back from them.
Oh boy. That's terrifying.
Well, it could have just been they just left and didn't come back, or
Also very possible.
it could be sandworms.
Could be giant purple worms that
Oh my
decide to eat us
god,
all.
this is Tremors.
I mean, this is just it was a homeless guy that told me the rumor, but there were sandworms out there.
Is this holes?
That's the bad side.
And what time is the donation tonight? The tithing?
He looks at the windows and he kind of leans over a little bit. Probably in about 2 more hours, I should start seeing people head that way, and that's usually when I head that way too. You'll hear the bell.
Okay. I go and I sit down and I wait.
All right.
I'm gonna go back to the table and kind of like look at Lift and gesture towards the box and ask what her plan is, and if she even, given what we have and given the already vested interest of the town, if she thinks it would be wise to stay in town with it, or I don't know.
I have no plans of going to the church.
I would also just be wary of any retaliation from villagers. They seem very impassioned.
I'd like to see them try. I have a mace.
That's true, and that's fair. Just
I don't
know
wish
what's
to
in
go into some other god's temple and hear their
Right.
worship.
I was hoping that you would stay away from that temple as well.
Yeah, that is not my. That is not for me.
I'm just wondering if not even being, if we had like a small group even get away from the town in general, if that would even be better. I don't know.
So you want to leave town during the sermon?
With the vested interest and impassioned group, I'm just wondering what the best course of action is.
Well, no, the White Dragon Man seems keen on going.
I personally would like to have one of us go, or I would like to go, just because this might give us a good bearing on this whole country in general. But I do also worry about, the entire town. Maybe. I don't know. It's a little fishy.
You and Obadiah should go. Survey it, see what happens. I'm gonna stay here with the box. I should be fine by myself if everyone else also wants to go. Otherwise, they can join me here. I don't think Mr. Innkeeper will put up much of a fight. I'll be honest. So who's going and who's not going?
I go.
Out of the group. You
I'll
go.
go.
Yeah, I'll go.
Vanna's going. Malik, are you gonna
Yeah,
go?
I'll go with.
Okay.
Going to the church.
Everybody's going. I'm staying in the room.
All right. What I will do for you then is I'm going to put the party token inside the map. That way you can see.
Okay. It's fine.
Because about an hour or so after that, you can very loudly hear a ding, 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 as it just fades away slowly. And
Here
you
we
can
go.
see people start to leave their houses and start to head towards the church.
Here we go.
I'm once again gonna notice what they're wearing, if they have gifts with them. Just kind of watch them all.
Yeah, you can see some of them have they don't have gifts on them, but you can see they have pouches on them, because they're wearing nice clothes. Some of them do have objects on them. Some of them have boxes. Some of them have little bags with looks like they carry more than money. Some of them, one of them even has a grain pouch that he's carrying with him.
I will go as well.
Okay, Malik and Obadiah. So on this scene, you will be you will see. I will try to keep you up with what's happening, Lift, but just so you know.
I mean, you can just peep the stream. No?
No.
No. Okay.
Because
fine.
then you see everything.
Where did everybody else go?
Outside, I think.
We may or may not be hiding from a dragon. Just kidding.
Rude.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Very, very rude.
Is there any immediate images that are familiar to me with the depictions, like through the windows or?
As you approach the church itself, it is a solid stone church with no windows on the front side of it, but flower bushes all around the outside. You can see at the very top is the steeple with the bell, and it's
'Cause I'm
the
very
very same
vested.
steeple you saw.
I'm very vested in the religion of Drow, so just looking for any.
Thanks for putting me in the corner.
You're welcome.
I will go up to the front door,
I'm not
open it,
here.
and step in.
Yeah, as you step in, you can see a lot of people are already seated. They're all comfortable. There looks like there's like some
Look
rug
at
laid down in the
Cody.
back for standing area.
Look at him down there.
At the very front,
Oh my guy.
you do see a man dressed in very nice monk, like very decent monk robes with a circlet and an emerald on it. He seems to be standing behind the pulpit.
Do I recognize the statues up front right away or no?
Roll religion.
May I also roll religion?
Are they Drow? Like, I feel. I'll just roll. Cause I'm like I said, I'm very attuned.
Yeah, as you guys look up there, you do see. So there are two major statues up at the top, like the left and right side. It looks like one is like it looks like some sort of like evil deity. You can't make out
Sure
who
do.
it is because the statue is not really well made. And on the one on the right seems like a noble warrior. And then on the back behind him, you can see there's like looks like these statues that have different ones on each side of it. You can make out like different designs on them, but you can't really see what they are. Again, they're very poor quality. But the ones on towards the west side of the stage are like they seem to be more noble and more good, whereas the ones on the right side of the stage seem to be more evil and more nefarious.
It definitely the horns give it away.
And so as
Little bit.
you guys walk in, he goes, "Welcome everyone, welcome. It is so good to have everyone here at the Kurokami Free Church, where we welcome anyone who wants to worship any deity. And now we tithe, say your prayer, present your donation to your God, and then we will continue on with the sermon as normal."
Free
And-
church, he says, and then ask for money.
And I hope that everyone has had a blessed week so far, or, based on your God, maybe accursed. And then he claps his hands together, and then immediately the
There
first
you
row
go,
stands
then.
up, and then steps forward. He opens the chest at the front. He pulls out a pouch on his side. He reaches in and he grabs
Is there a
something.
Maglubiot?
What?
Maglubiot, the god?
I don't know what that means.
It's a goblin god.
You roll me a perception check. While he's doing that, you can see the first guy, he drops down something into the chest, seals it up, closes it, and then he closes the chest, and he holds his hands together, and he says a prayer, puts his hands down, he heads back, and again, next person comes up. And the exact same thing happens. They drop something nice. Like one of them, you can see they drop coins into it. One you can see drops jewelry. One you can see drops food. One drops beverages. Like they drop all sorts of stuff. And it seems to be whatever they have is what they're giving. You do see a young girl eventually goes up, and she opens it, says a prayer, and then puts nothing in, and then closes it.
Unfortunate.
With your passive perception, Obadiah, every time someone says their prayer and then closes the chest, you can see the priest. He just goes, yes, we love this, every single, like, and he does like variations. He just, yes, we love when people pay attention, they give love to their gods, and just consistently.
If there's a break where nobody's donating, I would like to go.
At the very end, So the last person to go is this person right in front of Obadiah.
My eye roll is so heavy when
Yeah.
he goes on about gods.
Malik, you just standing in the middle of the corridor.
As is the goblin custom.
All right. So as you're standing there, he's up. He goes, "We have a newcomer. We have a newcomer." Before you can go up there, Obadiah, please approach, give a donation to your god, and let him know that you are. Let him or her know that you are thinking of them.
You talking to me?
Of course, I'm talking to you.
Oh, I've been waiting
Come
for
on
this
up.
moment.
He motions to the chest and says, "Give whatever you feel is appropriate from what you have, and they will bless you."
Maglubiet, my dear god, I present you
Is it the-
insects.
Oh,
From my
I was
own
hoping it was
make.
gonna be the poopy shroom.
No. Not I wouldn't defile my god with that. And I conjure up a beautiful swarm of moths to sacrifice to the altar.
You just close them in the chest.
Yeah. And then
Yep.
I sprinkle some dirt and dirty soil on it and move on.
He's just, yes, Maglubius. He hears you today.
Maglubiet.
And then
Now
he's
do
like, please go to our standing area just in case. So we don't want anyone in the aisles. I know it may be whatever you need, but please observe our house customs. Perfect, just anywhere
Oh,
in
my
the aisle.
bad.
I'll pat him on the side as I walk
Yeah.
by. And as I walk up, I will. While I was back there, I cast Silent Move.
You're cutting it. You cut out, so all I heard is silent.
Sorry, yeah. So as I'm walking up, I will cast Silent Image. And as I get up to the chest, I will open the chest up, and I'll take my bag and I will upturn it. And then out of my pouch falls hundreds of gold pieces.
With your passive perception, as you open the chest, it is empty except for moths that fly out of it.
Not surprised.
Oh.
If I take a quick
Weird.
glance, I open it, take a quick glance within, does it look like it has a false bottom?
Roll me investigation. You can see a very, very, very faint light along the edge of one part of it.
I upturn the pouch, and out falls hundreds and hundreds of gold pieces, and they fill up the chest to the brim, and start to fill it up to where there's a big mound on top, and then I'll tie my bag and toss it aside.
As it starts to fall in, they disappear.
Yeah, I mean they're fake, so
They disappear.
Okay. I'll turn to everybody. Thank all of your wonderful children and the loves of your lives for allowing me to bring the greatest tithing I've ever been able to. Thank you so much for your generous donations to me that I've been able to give back once again. Thank you so
Malik
much.
screams out from the pews and says, "That looks fake. Those look like fake coins."
Can you tell
Doesn't
from
matter.
that
He's
far
just-
away? Oh,
I-
are you
It's
still
not-
just
He
gonna
doesn't
yell
know.
it?
He's just lying.
Being facetious.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's just saying it.
Well, I'll turn around. I'll say what I said, and I'll start
Those
to
were my moss you let out of there.
walk back.
Maglubiet will have my breath upon you.
He says,
I'm gonna.
as you close the
um,
chest. Right, as you close the chest as you leave.
Yeah, I'll close the chest and I'll knock a few coins off the side.
Yeah. So there were no coins in there.
So my fake coins that I may pile up on top
They
disappeared.
disappeared the moment they went in the box.
The fake, they're not real.
What about the
it's
real
silent
Yes.
image.
Yes.
It's silent image. It's an illusion.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
They
so they're
disappeared
like they're
the
dispelled.
moment they went in.
Okay. So the fake illusion I'm making
Yes.
of a big pile of coins is gone.
It's not there.
So did it just like as soon as it made contact?
So
disappear,
before
or
you
did
do
it
your
look
speech, you would notice that as you're pouring them in, the moment they reach the threshold of the chest, they're gone.
Okay.
Not even there.
Need I like what I'm doing is full illusory fake. There's no solid anything, and I'm making a image that everybody can see of a pile of coins
Just
on
dispelling
top
it,
of
I
the
think
chest.
is what Eric's saying.
Yes.
There's no actual coins falling in. It's
Yes,
just
I
a
know that.
pile of
I know
coins
that there's no
forming
actual
on
coins.
top.
I know it's fake.
Okay.
But
Okay.
anytime the image that you had conjured where the coins would go below it, the line of the top of the chest,
It's just, they disappear.
they disappear.
Cool. They don't need to touch anything. They float like right on the top, and it's a big mound.
Okay,
of
so I'll allow you
coins
to
on
adjust
top.
the spell as you're doing it, just to make them float there.
I mean, okay.
Because when you described it, you poured them in the chest. So
Well, yes.
So
I'm-
you would
it's an
realize
action
it.
of pouring it in,
Yeah.
and they're piling.
the overflow is still there, but you notice that there is nothing underneath them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will shut the chest.
When you shut it, he
walk
just.
away.
We love seeing good tithing in this community. This is how we are going to. We are going to bring our people, our town to the next level.
I feel like Eric woke up on a Thursday morning, late for work, and had to watch a TV evangelist preach about donating money.
Rest in peace, Eric. You are not the man we knew.
No, Eric was driving to the liquor store because he needs time away from his computer to figure out what was going to happen tonight, and he came up with the entire plan for this entire town in 30 minutes.
Okay.
I just because of the everyone watching, and I don't want judgmental eyes later. But I
Obadiah,
also
go away.
Oh.
Respect
before I
people's
place
privacy.
anything, I'm just gonna like kind of glance at the guy, see if he made note of. I mean, granted, it shouldn't have looked like anything fishy, but just see if he looks.
Roll insight.
Yeah.
He looks mildly annoyed. His brows are furrowed. He's still like got the smile on his face. He's got like but his eyebrows are a little further down, so you can see that he's a little bit annoyed. But he's still like.
Does he look annoyed, or does he look like he doesn't want to be there?
You don't know that.
Well, no, I'm just asking for clarification.
Yeah. So Kai, you interpret his look as annoyed.
Okay. Changes my plan a little bit. So I'm going to pull out 2 silver pieces. But also fuck the gods at the same token. So prestidigitation, like a bunch of like silver and copper pieces to go with that. As I put it in the box. So like they still like are on top. I don't know exactly how it's gonna work with the illusion, but
As
Prestidigitation is an illusion, creating real thing.
on top of yours.
Oh, mine.
they're gone.
I closed the chest behind.
The moment you open the chest, everything's gone.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I open it and yep. Do that then.
Okay, so as you, because prestidigitation, you didn't go ahead and drop them. The moment they pass that threshold of the top of the top of the flat part of the chest, they disappear. So you're only left with the 2 coins that you have.
I didn't open it in a full way. I kind of had my hand
No,
like
no one saw it.
holding the.
It's just
No, I'm talking specifically the guy. I just had it in a way that I didn't release it all the way. I kind of had it open, and so he saw the coins in my hand. But then
okay.
I'm
saying, so what you see is whenever you dump the coins into the chest, you see them disappear except for the 2, and very loudly you hear, plink plink. from the 2 coins that hit.
Well, doesn't that?
Prestidigitation is not illusion.
It's
Great physical.
it's magic.
Yeah.
Ah, that's what it is.
That's what we've been saying.
Magic.
I know, but it makes music, so I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if like.
But once it crosses, so if anything magical crosses a threshold that prevents magic, it
Okay,
ends.
yeah. I wasn't sure if the magic would hover above it or something.
No,
Like
it's just
the
ends.
music. I mean, got it.
Yeah. So
Got it,
as it
got
goes
it.
down, so as it goes down, you see it disappear, and you can. So you can hear it. People in the front row can probably hear it, and he can hear it. But beyond that, it's very. And even people in the front row are a little confused. Like that sounded weird. Like it was a weird, landed weird or something.
I mean, it
But-
wasn't like I had like
Yeah.
an entire pouch. It was just like
Yeah.
an additional 5 or whatever. But
Yeah.
still, it's not.
It was still just a
more
strange lack of sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as soon as you close it, he just immediately goes, "Yes, we love to see people give. Give all
Fuck
you
you,
can.
God.
You do not want to be on the bad side of your god or your fiend, because if you are, we've seen what happens with what. You know what? Instead of me preaching about it tonight, let's have someone else come up and speak on what actually happened to them when they held back. Sister Kubzi, please come on up. Please come on up." And everyone starts to
Sister
like
Poopsie.
lightly clap. And a woman steps forward from the front pew. He steps to the side. And then she steps up. And she begins to tell her tale of how last week she had enough food or enough money to feed herself, her children, and her family, and to make sure that she could refresh her tools for the next week. So she held all the money except what was left over, which was like 1 copper. She gave the 1 copper, and then the next day, she got sick. She was throwing up constantly. Her husband was throwing up constantly. Her son throwing up constantly. No one could be better. And so she immediately went to the next sermon and then sacrificed the money that she had saved for her personal food and her husband's food, and then put it in the coffer. And then within a day or two, within a day and a half, they were better. And it's
When she goes about describing her sickness, does it sound familiar to me? Like, does
medicine.
it sound like medicine or arcana? Does it
Medicine.
sound like it? Okay. Fuck me. That's a fucking 4. No thank you.
neither of you have seen anything regarding that.
Wish
Sorry,
it was
don't know what
arcana.
that was for.
But they were trying to like he's trying to flex.
No, I misclicked. I
Um,
didn't know what I clicked on.
I
and
was
then-
really hoping for
A
arcana
while ago.
instead of medicine.
After-
That's what
So I am going to go ahead and wrap it up because I know Malik has to be working right now, so I want to go ahead and wrap it up very quickly. But so she does continue telling her harrowing tale of their sickness and their life, and how it's so important to give everything you can afford, even if it means you have to go hungry for a day, because it is so important. And then she steps down after a few minutes. The preacher steps up, and then he opens up he's like, "Today we're going to preach from," and he picks a random fiend of Baphomet. He's like, "Today we're going to preach from the book of Baphomet. And we want to learn more about this deity." So he continues to preach about Baphomet's will and what Baphomet's goals are and how it applies to everyone's everyday life, and he tries to find ways to twist the words a bit to kind of make it to where it fits everybody. And after about an hour or 2 of preaching, he
Damn.
he then finally closes the book and says, "And this has been a wonderful sermon from today, and I hope you all learned something very valuable from these lessons. And I look
Called
forward
his own
to
sermon
seeing you
wonderful.
all
How naughty.
tomorrow." And everyone stands up and starts clapping and is saying, "Praise and praise, praise, praise."
Gotta disinfect myself after this place.
And on that note, that is where we will end tonight's session.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
That is where we will end tonight's session. Right after the church sermon. And I think that we are all good to go. I don't think there's anything that happened on Twitch that I need to be aware
Thanks,
of.
Eric.
We're all good. Yeah, sorry for going a little over Malik. But yeah, we are good to go. I hope you guys had a good time, because...
I mean, it was a priest, but...
Alright, guys, I gotta run. I'll talk to y'all later.
I see you, Quablock.
Bye.
Good.
No, it was really good. For an annoying priest, mission accomplished.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And then if you guys are hanging around, you're more than welcome to ask questions for follow-up or anything like that. So, that's it. Bada boom.
Cool.